Hi there, everybody, and welcome to Roll with Advantage. Very excited to be back for the Tales of Evrand after 20 days and 21 hours. It has been so long.
17 minutes and 36 seconds.
And John counted every single one of them, but now he has to start over again because we are here to play. Very excited, so let's roll the intro and dive in.
To welcome you to the world of Evrand.
The Seekers of Insomnia.
I told you to leave me alone. I could do this.
I wanted us to live and I wanted him dead.
I am so happy to see you.
Every party needs a Cooper.
Raise the blade!
John, are you having fun?
Oh, what I
Hi, everybody. We're back.
Meow.
Never mind. We're ending the session here. So
Gary,
this
for
week well, John, you do the thing. I'm not the DM right now. You go.
Oh my god.
Do it. Go.
Welcome back to the Tales of Evrand, session 64, book 7, chapter 1.
Do you know what the title
we
of
get
the
into the
session is,
game?
John?
We're back. I don't know.
Seriously going to Siri.
I hope we don't go to Siri this session.
That'd be funny.
The title makes no sense.
The
would
title
be
would be
funny.
even funnier.
Yeah.
Obviously, before we jump into the session,
Is that a question mark?
We have to do summary first, and the DM doesn't do the summary; the players do. Nick. So on this week's summary is Felicity. Felicity, please take it away.
Yeah, so last we left off in the voice of Enid. Dear Mom, Dad, and Milo. Sorry I haven't wrote you in a while again. There's a lot to say in this update. We finally beat Ishna, the creature lurking in our nightmares. I think Gideon feels relieved but also a little lost. Ishna is gone, but there's still a lot to address with his past that he just learned about. I feel like he's still processing everything. However, he has discovered how to use dream magic as well now, and he and I will probably end up chatting more about that. Maybe he can help me sort some stuff out. Rian, we almost lost him. He's alright now and has an interesting residual effect from... Are you kidding me? I'm in the middle of a dramatic summary. I love you too. Oh, hi, Haley. Hi. Oh my god, hi, Haley. Hi, Haley. I from the corner of my... I didn't even hear. I saw the door open, and I was like, Luca would never, so I know it's Haley. All right. Back into character. Rian, you died or some shit. Something like that. Okay. He's all right now, and has an interesting residual effect from being on the brink of death. Not really sure how it will affect him in the future, but I don't think it's bothering him much. Hopefully. I kind of started to put some distance between him and I. Well, actually, me and everyone. Things just feel really intense now, and I'm getting scared. Yrsa took good care of him, though. Quite a few of us were really shooken up, but these two felt like they had a lot left to say to each other. They connected about their feelings for each other, and Rian gifted her a lot of paintings he'd been working on. Many included her. I think I need to reach out to Yrsa soon. I would like to know her better and understand her journey with Rian. I also want to see if she feels like a butterfly or a moth. Basil is struggling with Rian's close call too. She blames herself too much though. While she was away from everyone, she was able to see the spirits freed from Ishna, and she even was able to speak with Gideon's father. He let her know that Gideon does have one living relative left, but he's on an asteroid claimed by Githyanki. Once she told Gideon this, we planned to go there before heading back to the material plane. Basil's also sure she saw Gideon's mother approach him. While she was nearby, Gideon decided to spread his ashes from when he had disintegrated out into the astral sea. Something about that moment was powerful enough and allowed his mother to connect with him briefly. I hope this helped him. I wish he was able to know his family even for a little while. I guess in some ways I am lucky. Rian made sure to check in with Basil and tried his best to convince her that he's alright and that she would be alright if that ever changed. I don't know if Basil feels fully confident in all that yet, but truly she's the only thing in her own way. If only she could see what we all see. I have a feeling our words alone won't be enough to help. Moon visited me again one last time in person before we went back to the material plane. I miss being able to be present with her. It was such a short time. I know she has a lot of fake court stuff to sort out, and she really doesn't want me to interfere. So for now, I will be respecting her wishes. Also, she gifted me a cool ability that to alter my soul daggers and gave Gak and I moon crystals. I also may have hurt Basil on accident. I wasn't trying to, of course, but I tried to close myself off for a little bit. Take some time to rethink everything. But Basil has a huge heart and it leads her. She wants to pursue a future with me. I don't think about the future. My mind has been stuck in the past. I know everyone has their shit, but I can't move on. I haven't. I still feel like the little girl stuck under the rubble. I want to move on. Or I think I do. I don't know if I can. This tomb won't close for me, and it's unfair to lead Basil on. She has dreams, and yes, it sounds like they're changing, but right now I can't go with her. I wasn't fully decided on this, though, till last night. I was about to go apologize and try to explain to Basil why I was pulling away. I wanted to let her in and maybe understand that I need a slower pace, but then Rian stopped me. Gak had received an urgent message from the mage in his book. We need to return to Siri ASAP. And we can. We will be arriving to Nubai in the morning. Hearing this, I couldn't breathe. The rubble tumbled around me and the smoke filled my lungs. But this time Rian is here. And I'll go where he goes. I know this will be painful for both of us, and I hope Gak is able to make it out of all of this all right. I'm going to watch over him like I tried to for you, Milo. I love you all, and if there's any chance that you receive this, please be close to me, and ask Mrs. Basara and Isaac to do the same for Rian. And that's my summary.
Beautiful. Wonderful.
Ayy.
So, as we dive back into the game, you all have made it back into the atmosphere, traveled over the continents of Evrand, back to Stormhold Keep. Not raining, but I guess it was the last time we were here. Second. As the Nautiloid set down, the dust kicking up around, all of you grab your things, back to the Prime Material, gathering yourselves, and start to disembark the Nautiloid. However, as you do this, who leaves the Nautiloid first?
I'll do it.
Okay.
You immediately get shot. Fuck.
Does a 25 hit?
Oh yeah, it does.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wow.
Excuse me.
You made a joke and now it's reality. What?
I'm very powerful like that.
What?
Yeah, it's probably because
Gideon,
we're walking
you
out of a
take-
nautiloid.
You take
Oh.
18 points of piercing damage.
Wait.
You know, one of these days
No.
Gideon's gonna catch a break.
You feel a dagger into your side as you immediately hear, "Oh my god. I am so sorry, Gideon. Are you okay?" And you see Dio running over
Oh my god. Someone get this
my gosh.
cat.
Oh,
He just grabs it and just yanks it out.
please. Thank you. You're alive! I'm so sorry.
For the moment, yes.
It's good to see all of you. Sorry. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
Welcome back. Where are you?
Astral Sea.
That's like space, right?
It's yes, it is, Dio. It's just like space.
Whoa. From behind Dia, you can see walking out is Clara, and some of the other mercenaries that you or sellswords you have hired. As Clara looks to all of you and says, "Thank the gods you're all right. Anybody injured? Oh,
Yes, actually.
Now.
welcome back. Where have you been?"
The Astral Sea?
It's
The
Yeah.
Astral Sea.
space.
Oh, okay. And as you guys kind of look around with your passive perceptions, you can kind of tell that when you left, the foliage, the trees around you were not as orange as they are now. And you hear Dio say, "Well, it's good to have you back. I'm glad you took your month vacation."
Month.
Yes, it's been about a month and a half, maybe.
What?
Oh, I thought you all knew.
No, we've been gone for like a week, maybe.
Roughly, yeah.
Not
I
here.
Time moves a little differently where we were.
Well, it's either way. I'm glad you all are back. Come inside. Look at the place. It's gotten some upgrades. Oh, and there's things waiting for you as well. Just take your time. And you see that Claire starts to walk back in, and Dio puts his dagger away, looks at Gideon. "I'm really sorry. I'm going to," and you see him kind of slowly back away and walk away, just leaving all of you there at the Nautiloid.
Well, I think we made the right decision coming back. I'm not sure how long it would have taken to find my uncle, but I didn't realize we'd been gone for this long.
No.
Well, we're back now. So we might as well see to things, collect our things, and I guess start moving.
Do we want to take a day and then head out first thing in the morning?
I think we all need a good night's sleep. In a bed.
Agreed.
All
Yeah,
right.
and yours will go inside.
As you walk inside, you can hear no more sounds of construction, and you can clearly see that the keep itself is complete. It is fully renovated, and at this point in time, there are no mechanics that you gain yet, but you are on the verge of gaining the various things that you would from, I forget what the book is called. Joe, correct me.
Oh, strongholds and followers.
Yeah. Very soon, you all will start getting benefits from the keep itself. That will actually help you mechanically in the game. But the keep itself is completely renovated. You can see that there are actual banners and tapestries and paintings lining the walls and roofs and ceilings. You can see that the wooded floors are brightly polished. And as you're walking through, Basil, you feel someone come up behind you and hug you. As you turn around and you see your sister, Fasadi.
Oh my goodness! And she like reaches out and just like grabs her. Oh my goodness! What are you doing here?
Well, I came here to speak with you, but that was about 2 weeks ago, and then it's been another week. I've just been coming back every week to talk to you.
Right,
And now I'm
we-
hearing that you were in the astral sea.
Yes, we were in space and we thought we were only gone for maybe a week, but apparently it was a month and a half and things work differently. So, thank you for still coming. I would love to talk to you.
Where did you? And she kind of looks past you because you guys are at like the front gate. You could see the nautiloid.
Mm.
Where did you get that?
What
is that?
It's a spaceship. I don't remember where we got it.
It has a friendship flag.
It does.
You can see the small little.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Well,
was in your backyard, Basil.
What?
It was in your backyard.
Oh, that's right. We found it. Do you remember my home that was taken over?
You briefly mentioned it, yes.
This was underneath it. And then we flew it out.
Like you were storing it for a good day, or
I wish. No, it was unfortunately belonging to the things that destroyed my home. But we
Oh.
stole it.
I heard that that's been clearing up actually.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if it has been, I don't know. We were gone for a month and a half, so I guess I'd like to see it. But right now, I think this shall remain my home. And I have a small garden. I can show it to you.
I've seen it.
Oh, that's right. You've been
This place
here.
is very impressive, actually.
Mm. Have you been
Well-
sleeping in my room when you're here?
No.
Okay, because it's fine if you did. You just don't mind the skulls.
The skulls, I mean, of course, yes. It's good to see you again.
I'm so happy you're here. And she's gonna run and like hug her again.
Ugh. You can see that her regalia, her armor, is a little bit more notable now, as though she's probably been granted up ranks.
Hmm.
When you're settled, come and find me. No rush. I'll go eat some food. I am hungry. It is early.
What time is it?
It's around 7ish in the morning.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll find you.
All right. As she walks off and you guys continue to walk through the keep, you can see also an individual sitting in what looks to be one of your it's a library that you all have, sitting in the couch, long blonde hair, the black cloak on, reading a book. You see Gabriel.
All
As
of
you
us are just
continue-
Basil.
All of you walking by who see him.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone.
And everyone's making themselves at home here.
Hey, Gabe.
You see him close the book and look back. Oh, hello, Gak. Wonderful book. As he kind of puts it away, and welcome back, all of you.
Nice
Thank
to see
you.
you again.
You as well. I hope your travels were well.
As
We
good
made
as
it
they
back.
could be.
I can take the silence. They were. Well, I have been here for quite a while. Thought I'd give you an update on Isle Blackmore. The castle is in the process of almost being halfway rebuilt. The people in the town are getting a little more favor than they were prior. Celia and I have established a, well, better governing of the town. And it seems the bridge is going to be completed. It's all thanks to all of you. I just wanted to come by and see your home. Beautiful.
Well, you're welcome here anytime, and you can always stay in Basil's room.
Yes, I've heard there's skulls in there.
There's not that many, I will say, and they all serve a purpose.
I'd say you probably need more.
need more.
Good decoration.
That is true.
Well, I'm glad to see all of you. If you don't mind, I will continue to read from your books. You have quite many. Welcome back.
Nice to see you.
As you continue to walk through, I'd like to ask all of you, where are you going or doing?
I think initially Gideon's heading to his room to get the blood out of his shirt now.
Yeah, Enid will go to her room first too.
He has some stuff he wants to do later, but anyone else can go first if they would like.
Yeah, Rian doesn't have anything to do in the keep. I think that he would just walk around the grounds, drink in the nature after being in the astral sea for so long. Just, feet on grass once again, and very happy about it. But before we leave to head to Siri, he has nothing he wants to do.
I will say, because you guys technically, I don't think have had a bath for a very long time since you've been in the astral sea. Yeah, you guys find that you have a large bathroom. It is probably 30 by 30 and has waterfall faucets that rain down, baths, and even like almost spa-like.
We're so bougie.
Yeah, you guys have now that the keep is complete, you guys have some bougie stuff in here.
Hell yeah.
Money.
After Rian, after you've bathed and kind of been by yourself for a couple hours and gotten ready and are just walking around, Clara does walk over to you and go, this is for you. Been here for a while, but she hands you a letter. You can see the letter has a stamp. And the stamp is that of the Order of the Lotus.
Oh, yeah. Pop it open. Read it.
Okay. What you see is this.
It's your sister giving her 2-week notice.
And
Oh,
I will say
I would.
that I will show this one to you.
Oh.
Well, shoot.
It's written in Greek.
Can I hide this? No, I know. This is probably going to show the other one, but
Okay.
at the very bottom, if you scroll down, actual
Okay.
text.
If
you want to read that.
Oh, the Celestial. Ooh. Do I read Celestial? Yep. All right, cool.
I
Just making
checked.
sure. Okay. All right. So I guess Rian's just sitting on a bench in front of the fountain like an old man. He's probably got some bread he's throwing out to the birds. Not bread because that's bad for them, but something that Yursa would say they can eat and like.
Seed.
Seed. Okay. Yeah, she got some seeds. Miscellaneous seeds. Dear brother, an update on how things are. The Order is gaining more and more members by the day. It may have something to do with the reputation that you and your companions are getting. It's good to hear. We've even started to establish relations with the local guards to help them with mediocre tasks. Well, okay, and although mediocre, they do pay well. That'll say the guild is doing great. I didn't have to call it mediocre, but that's fine. It's helping is helping, but okay. Next part's in Celestial. Not going to read this in Celestial out loud because I don't feel... So, in Celestial, now on to the Order. Eldar, Elias, and I have made contact with Willow. Happy to say that the rift in the Feywild is secure even after the most recent rumbling. We also made contact with Sludge in the Sunless Mars. Things were not great, but maintainable for now. Okay. I assigned Eldar to stay with Sludge for the time being until things calm down. It seems the rift is becoming much more unstable and things are starting to pour more and more from there. Once I initiate more members to the Order, I'll be sending them to help with that rift. That is the update for now. Hope to hear from you soon. Sincerely, Gazelle? Oh, there's a P.S. Yes, that's my moniker. Don't ask. Okay, all right. Very well, Gazelle. Okay, that's good. And then I think that with that, he would probably write a letter to send in return. And I suppose I can write that and send that to you after the session.
Yep. That, as that is also happening, Gideon, after you are well rested up and bathed and everything, Romulus does come by, and well, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, I trust things were taken care of while we were gone.
Of course. There were well, there were some individuals that did stop, and let's just say we had to send them on their way. But there is another letter. Figured I haven't been able to really find anyone else. Here, and he kind of gives it to you, and you can see that is the symbol of the Loramonts. It is the family of the Harvesttide Festival that you went to.
Cool.
If you want to open that one.
Do I want to open it? Was that the question?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, he wouldn't wait.
Okay. See, I don't know if you can see that one, but
Oh, I was like, dear brother. I was like, what? Okay, yes.
and they are
got it.
dated, by the way. You can tell Marpanoth the 27th was the letter from Sayori, and Marpanoth the 10th. It is Uktar the 2nd.
Womp.
I know.
All right. To the esteemed lords of Stormhold Keep, in the wake of Harvesttide, we extend our deepest gratitude for your valiant actions that forever resonate within our hearts. The debt we owe your gallant deeds is immeasurable. As an emblem of our appreciation, we offer you the land in Brightridge, a canvas for your aspirations. Should you accept, construction begins promptly, guided by your preferences. Additionally, a purse of coin accompanies this missive, a testament to the value we place on your selfless sacrifices. Eagerly anticipating your response, we envision your presence gracing our abode soon again. With the sincerest of regards and deepest gratitude, Lord Alexander Loramont and Lady Vivian Loramont.
Here. And you see behind him, you didn't really notice, he just kind of pulls this rope that he had that's attached to a chest that...
Oh, shit.
It's... I haven't been able to open... Well, I didn't want to open it.
Is it locked?
I didn't check.
Gideon will check to see if it's locked.
It's not.
Alright. Pop it open.
You could take the rest of the night or have someone else count this, but for the sake of everything, it is 6,000 gold.
Oh.
Cool.
Make it bang.
Everyone good just to throw 1,000 gold onto their character sheet, called simple?
Yep.
Cool.
If anybody would like to donate anything to the party fund's good. You don't have to.
I was gonna say, what is the party fund at?
10,000 gold. So we're good. But if we're gonna start buying bowls for Heroes Feast, you know,
Fair.
I
fair.
personally will be putting 250
my
in.
share. I'll put my 1,000 into the party fund.
What? Keep some of that gold, girl.
I'll also put 1,000 into the party fund.
You only get 1,000.
Yeah. Yours has 44,000.
Yeah,
shit!
Oh, I have 16,000. Yeah.
Yeah, Gak has 49,000.
yeah, a shit ton.
I'm adding 500.
Okay.
Half.
Okay. So 2,750.
Dio
John's
just
like,
over
why'd
in the
I give
corner.
you guys this money?
Could I have some gold?
Dio, you live here for fucking free.
You
Do
also
I look
attacked
at-
Gideon.
Yeah, so Gideon
Yeah.
looking at his stab wound?
Right.
I don't think so.
You pay Gideon.
Right.
Hey, you are coming out of a spaceship.
I look so distinct.
There was
He really
fog.
does. Was there?
There was a little bit. There
Sure.
was some dust from the dirt kicked up.
So, the land. So, can we see where Brightridge is on like the map?
No, you can't. Hold on.
Okay.
Why would you lie like that?
I know, just right to
'Cause
my
I'm
face.
a
I
liar.
trusted you.
Sorry.
It's second nature to him. He lies all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's his default. He just lies.
Oh.
Oh my
Eat
god.
garbage.
Chip,
You're a liar who lies.
play on the
Whoa.
phone,
Lying
eat hot chip,
liar
and
who
lie.
lies.
Ooh.
So the letter basically said that they will build you a vacation home, basically in Brightridge.
Ooh.
Should you
God,
want.
we're fucking popular.
No, I mean, Gideon will ask everyone. Everyone good with a vacation home? Because I'm down for a vacation home.
I would love a vacation home.
Yeah, sure, sounds good.
When
I
do you
don't even
think
need
we'll
the
be able
one.
to use it? We are
Listen.
saving.
Listen, one of these days we'll save the world, and then I'm taking a break.
And then we'll let our dogs out.
Until then, shoes on only. Even when you
Shoes
sleep.
on.
Except for Ursa.
Yeah, that's true.
Except dogs
Yours
out
says
all
dogs always
times.
out.
But with the permission of the party, Gideon would write a, sincere thank you. We were happy to help. This is very generous, but we will absolutely take you up on your offer. Thank you very much. We will be leaving shortly, but perhaps upon our return we can talk details or whatever.
Cool. So
Send that out.
Real quick, just because I asked it in the chat, does anybody currently have the cloak or the cape of the mountebank?
Oh, that's Gideon.
That's Gideon. Okay, cool. I just wanted to mark that in the party inventory since it was something we got from the Oberyn loot.
I was like, do you want that back?
We're doing repossessions. You didn't pay your monthly party dues.
Bummer.
So as the night draws on, or the day, is there anything else anybody wants to do? I know that Basil's probably going to go want to find her sister.
I have 2 conversations, one with Moon and one with Basil. I'd like to do the Moon one first, though. But
Go
if
ahead.
other people have other stuff, then
I also just thought about something I wanted to do. Sorry.
Me too.
okay.
John's like,
We'll start-
never mind.
Moon.
John, if it's okay with you, I'm going to change the session title now.
Okay.
Wise.
Just
Don't worry.
put
Once we get through this night,
seriously question mark going to serious.
Going serious.
Okay. In Enid's room, she will reach out to Moon and say, "Hey, I know we just spoke. And remember how you said to stay out of trouble? We're going to Siri tomorrow morning. Nubai, specifically. So,
why?
I mean, you know about Gek's book, right? For the most part, you've picked up on that.
Yeah, I remember.
So the I forget his name, but the mage in there, we need to help him now. Or I guess we should have helped him yesterday, according to how urgent it is. So we gotta go, and we can. Yrsa has, because she's incredible, a way to get us there because Rian can remember a plant, a specific plant, and so that's why we'll start in Nubai.
How
Yeah.
are you feeling about it?
Oh, no, I am freaking out, and I'm sure Rian is too. I mean, we haven't chatted, because what is there to talk about, I don't feel ready. I knew we'd go back. I didn't know we'd go to Nubai. I thought we were gonna maybe just visit, Yak's family, which is, I think, south, way south.
Enid,
Yeah.
you will never be ready. The only thing you can do is prepare yourself. And know that you have so many people around you who love and care for you. You're not doing it alone. I'll be there. And all of them will be there.
Yeah. I just
know.
didn't. I didn't think
And
we'd have to face it ever again. That's why we left.
I know. You'll get through it. I'll help you get through it. I know it's scary.
What do you do when you have to face your fears?
I cry a little bit and then run towards him.
Like, really? Because, like, it seems like you're running away. Like, no tea, no shade, but, like,
Well, mine's gonna kill me if I don't.
what if mine kills me?
I think that's gonna happen.
We almost died in the Astral Sea. We'll probably find something that could kill us in Dubai. Actually, I don't know if anything's left in Dubai.
Enid, you just face down one of the strongest beings in the Astral Sea and are alive.
Almost without Rian, though.
But he's there. He's alive. Isn't he?
He is, yeah, he is.
Okay. Then he's gonna be with you to take this on. You're gonna be with each other. I think you should talk to him before you go.
Before? I don't know if he wants to talk about anything.
Well, then just, I don't know, go to each other and nod your head in acceptance that you're going there. What do I know?
I don't know, you've just always been there, and I guess Rian would understand, of course, but
He
I
will.
don't know.
Look, I'm always gonna be there. I'm gonna be here in this moment. We got this.
Okay.
If
I
you
also
want, you
screwed
can...
things up with Basil.
What? How?
Being myself.
Yeah,
Hey,
sorry.
I mean, I agree. But you know, it's kind of for the best,
Is it?
I think. I think so.
Why?
There's a lot that she wants, and she has a huge heart. And I don't want to hurt it again. And I know that I will.
Why do
So
you
I
say
think
that?
I can't even go home. Like, I can't process. Everyone here has been able to process the shit they've gone through. And everyone here has gone through just as bad of shit that I have. So it's not fair to Basil that I can't figure my own crap out.
Everyone figures their stuff out in their own time. And it doesn't mean you're not going to.
We could. It's been over 15 years.
And look where you are now.
Mooching off of wonderful people's success and
Okay.
hiding in my room and can't talk to the girl I like.
I've been there. You've talked to her. You've knocked on her door a couple times, actually.
I can't talk to her about what I really want to talk about.
Well, it goes back to what I was saying. It'll eventually happen. You'll figure it out. Take your time. But also know that you're worthy of it.
Thanks, Moon. I don't know if I'm fully with that yet, but I'm going, and I'm gonna try. Yep.
You got this. Call me if you need me.
I will.
And in this moment, you kind of feel this warmth kind of wash over your body, almost like Moon is hugging. Connection fades.
But then yeah, I wanted to talk to Basil, and I guess I want to talk to Rian too now. So
Okay.
add it to the to-do list.
So before you get to Basil, I will say, Basil, we will go with you. You are you going to find Vasadi? Oh, you're muted.
Basil's probably going to go check on her garden first, see how it's faring, and then she'll probably, along her way, just kind of clean up the weeds around it. She would have made it pretty specific or pretty clear to everybody to not touch her garden. Like, you can water it, but don't touch it. So she would have started, like, picking up the, like, weeds and dandelions, and while she's walking, she's, like, weaving it into a little flower crown while she goes to find Vasadi.
Okay. I will say that Vasadi actually finds you when you're at your garden, kind of attending to it. She goes, "It is beautiful. You're pretty good at this."
A flower crown or garden?
I guess both.
Ah, well, thank you. This is for you. And she's going to set it on Vasadi's head.
You can see a slight recoil. All right.
Wear it.
For now. So, how was your journey into space?
I would say that it's not what I expected, but if I'm being honest, I don't even think I had any pre-existing expectations. I had this idea that it was just all some wide open space with just darkness and stars, and there's so much more to it, Vasadi. You wouldn't believe it.
Really?
There were these, like, whales that were, like, flying, swimming in the air next to us while we were floating in our
Whales
spaceship.
in space?
I am not lying. They may not be
Alright.
actual whales. They are space whales.
Sure.
I was there. Anyway. We were actually there to help our friend. He was being harassed by this awful, truly heinous person thing that looked like a tree branch. Her name was Ishna.
How
Have you heard of
get
her?
yourself No.
What?
How do you get yourselves wrapped up in this stuff?
I met people and they have baggage. That's how I get wrapped up in it.
Well,
So,
I'm glad
anyway.
you were all alive after fighting this space branch.
So, like, really funny thing. One of us did not survive. And I can do this really cool thing where I can bring people back to life.
All right, space whales. Now you can bring back people to life.
I've done it like 2 times. And they actually happen to be siblings, which is really interesting. I can do it with a diamond, and because I I'm a cleric of the Raven Queen.
And right, she's your mom or something, right?
I can't remember. Did Basil like jokingly was she like she's my mom, or did she actually be like, oh, the Raven Queen is my mother?
I think she said it at some point. It's been a long campaign. I don't remember.
I'm trying
just
to
assuming
remember
it's-
too. I
if
think
she
they've
didn't-
kind of talked about it.
If you don't want it to be talked about, then she doesn't remember.
No,
doesn't-
she
that's
does
not
remember
information.
it. Basil probably would have like talked about it. Yeah. So like, I'm not supposed to be doing this, Vasati, if I'm being honest. But I can't not do it if I know that I can. Does that make sense?
Well, if you get someone back, why not?
And it's like taboo. It's the whole point of, the Raven Queen. We're not supposed to be meddling with the way of life. If people die, it's because they were supposed to die. They're not supposed to be brought back to life.
Oh,
And I've already fucked that up 2 times.
I mean,
and
what's
I
the
need
worst
to-
that can happen? See?
The other gods could find out and we could get in trouble.
Oh. Well, just be more discreet about it. Your
Well,
adventures
it's-
sound wonderful, by the way.
There's something I never imagined I would go through. I mean, I left you all and I found a life. And I thought that I was just going to live this humble life as a travel healer, and that was it. And then it's turned into so much more. And there's so much to do. And it's like my responsibility now to do all of these things.
Well, you're doing great at it.
Thank you. I see you've done well based on your outfit.
Yes, things I wanted to talk to you about.
Hmm.
After father's untimely death,
And what an accident. I'm sorry to hear about it.
honestly, not much changed.
Really?
No one really cared. Things obviously, or honestly, have gotten better. Mother and I have been slowly working on our relationship. She has taken up most of the tasks that father did. But the money is dwindling, at least for her. For me, however, for my assistance in, well, things like Blackmore's,
Mhm.
I was promoted to High Commander of the Golden Guard.
That's amazing. Congratulations. Do you want this position?
That's what I've trained for my whole life.
But do you want it?
I do. Now, the bad news.
Oh no.
People know that you all are the ones that killed Oberyn.
How? How do they know?
I've heard that the rumor started spreading in Shredina when one of these soldiers who was there got drunk and started to tell the stories. Needless
One
to
of
say,
my group members?
no, one
Oh.
of the Black Watch, the ones that stormed.
Oh.
Yes. Fortunately, it has gained all of you a reputation now. Gabriel and Celia have gone on record saying various deeds, malicious intents of Lord Oberyn.
Mm.
So things have kind of mulled over with his death. However, as I said, now people are recognizing who you are. On top of that, that has gotten back to Valamine, and things are not going well between the neutrality of Isvaria and Valamine. Yes. I'm not saying that they're preparing for war, but we're getting close.
So, this was bound to happen anyway, though, right? They were
Valamine
just
has
maybe
had
looking for a reason.
Valamine throughout the centuries has always been this way. Give them the slightest reason and they will start stocking their swords and shields.
But they didn't like Father. Why would they care? That
Not about Father, the fact that a political figure such as Blackmore was killed. They're taking it that Isvaria sent out the hit on him. No one cares about Father.
I was about to say, like, he's not that important.
Just, I would say if you ever travel into Valamine, to just don't wear any garb that states you're an Isvarian.
That's sure.
Isvaria is starting to make more treaties and deals with Dagram, getting on their better side. I mean, they've both been neutral between each other. If something does break out, it will be Dagram and Isvaria versus the Valamine Empire. And I'm telling you this because I am being sent to Hillgrove.
Why?
To train. And to train them.
I mean, do you really think a full-blown war is about to start? Or do you think that there's any chance that negotiations can be made to stop all of this?
I honestly don't know. I am not that far into the politics. I take my orders and do them. It is up to the Queen and her council to figure out that. But I am being told by Cornelius that I need to head to Hillgrove with a small unit to start training. Probably know Hillgrove has the best horse riders in the continent. And they need training on... They need their foot soldiers trained. We're preparing. But I don't know if anything's going to happen. We're just getting things ready.
I mean, I guess it's better to be preemptive. Okay, well, I will make sure to tell my party. I will say, people were really fast to believe a drunkard.
That's how rumors work.
But like a drunk person.
In a
drunk
large
man.
tavern. I mean, he was a soldier.
So? No offense.
They have more credibility. I mean, you and I are both on the same page. Yes, they believed him.
I know.
But it is true.
I know. I just... feels like we just got back and so many things have just... snowballed.
It has been a month and a half.
Has Mother said anything about me?
Mentions here and there. If you're doing well. Where you're at. Like I said, our relationship is still on the rocks, but we're working on it.
Is she upset with me? With us?
I mean, she doesn't know what happened. She's got a lot to worry about right now, so. She didn't seem to grieve very long for fun.
Yeah, it's kind of expected as well. She didn't
Yes.
really like him either.
I'm glad that I got to see and talk to you before I head out.
Did you see my bedroom?
Yes, I stayed in there a couple nights.
Did you like it?
It is beautiful.
Thank you.
But I should let you finish attending to your garden and do the things you need to do. You're busy. I'm busy.
Yes.
I'm
Well.
sure if you want to contact me, you'll figure out a way how.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We can definitely do that. I think it's, especially now with you leaving and everything, and we're not sure where we're going, it's probably a good idea just to make sure that we stay in contact, keep up with each other's whereabouts.
I overheard. Are you going Siri?
Yeah.
Let me
Yep.
know how it is. I've never been. Always wanted to go.
Well, I'll tell you the hot spots, I guess.
And
I
you
miss
see
you.
that she walks up and hugs you, and in your ear says, "Missed you too." And you feel her take the crown off and put it on your head.
Oh, Basil's gonna give her a squeeze.
You
He'd be
hear the
safe.
armor start to slightly creak as you're giving her a squeeze. I will, and you as well. Well,
I will.
you'll be fine. You're all powerful, right?
The amount of times I've almost died is really funny.
As she's kind of walking away, she stops and says, "Just bring yourself back."
I cannot do that. I can bring other people back if I die. That is it.
She's still walking, and she goes, "Love you," and she
Love you.
walks out. So
Basil's probably gonna head to her room, with her little flower crown on.
okay. With that, I know Yursa, you said you wanted to do something.
Yeah, it's something probably short, but
Okay, go ahead.
yeah, so if Gabe is still in the same spot, yeah?
Yeah, he's been reading. You can see there are 4 books stacked up on this table next to him as he's reading.
Yeah, then Yursa would just kind of enter the same space and she'll say, do you mind if I join you for a quick moment?
Of course. He closes the book and puts it on the table.
Things are going well then? Rebuilding is almost halfway done.
Yes, we've poured quite a bit of resources and gold. The reconstruction of that is going well. And I see that yours is done.
Well, I suppose time flies when you're not on the same plane of existence anymore.
Yes, the astral sea. Is it as beautiful as they say?
It is. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
So, Yursa, what is on your mind?
I just wanted to say, and I don't know if it's really means anything with the state of things and when the last time we saw each other, but I wanted to say I'm very proud of you. And I think there are people, maybe not in this life, who would have said it, but who are also very proud of you. And I'm just very happy to see that you're rectifying work and putting your energy into something good.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
If there is ever anything that you need, please know that I am normally just a quick call away, but I am more than willing to help.
I appreciate it. And I will make sure to take you up on your offer. Of course, for now, being that the Castle Black Library was destroyed, I am greatly enjoying the one you have here. If you would allow me to stay for a little bit.
Absolutely. It's all yours.
I am grateful for everything you and your friends have done. Truly. Feels like I have a life again.
You do. And you're already living it to the fullest, and I'm excited to see what else you do. But I won't keep you too long. I ask that you do me one favor.
Anything.
Just keep whatever bit of garden or grove you have left there. Whatever construction you do, don't cover that up.
Deal.
So reach your hand forward to shake his hand.
He shakes yours.
Great, but I also hug? And then she'll pull him in to give him a hug.
You can. He's very, very skinny, so your arms go straight around, and you can feel just the coldness. But he just moves his hand slightly and pats you. All right.
Thank you. That's all she wanted to do for now.
Okay. You can see that he goes back to his book, and you can see the title is Journey to the Underdark, a Spelunker's Guide.
That's amazing. Wouldn't suggest, but whatever floats his boat.
Okay. Anything else, Yrza?
For now, no. Later, probably.
Okay. Who wants to be next?
I can go unless Rian wants to go.
Yeah, I was just about to say, my thing is quick. It does not need to be role played. I had an idea, but I would probably need to go to the city.
Stradina?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, John, I'm just going to spell it out very clearly for you. What I want to do is we have in the party inventory, we have oh god, I just had his name. Why can't I remember it? Bald vampire guy. He attacked us in the streets. Lazarus. Lazarus. Yeah.
Lazarus.
So we have in the party fund, we have his like obsidian greatsword. We also have 10 pounds of arcanite that has not been used yet. So if there is one in Shradina, I'd like to try and find an arcane blacksmith of some kind that I know that I'm pretty sure while we were in the city, in the Astral Sea, Enid was able to get something, but Rian wants to go in there and he wants to get Enid 2 daggers that are made from the obsidian greatsword and the arcanite. So that way they're like magical daggers.
Okay.
Rian doesn't need a new sword. His is pretty okay.
Let's look at the obsidian greatsword, because there is a stat block, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I have it down here. That's why I was asking about the items earlier.
Obsidian's code for the dark one. It's everywhere.
going to other magic vendors behind Gideon's back. That's fucked up.
Gideon's
Damn, I guess I
busy.
don't.
He's recovering from a stab wound.
He's just trying to
guess I
respect
don't.
that Gideon isn't on demand.
Well, yeah, I guess I could have gone to Gideon first, but Rian always goes to Gideon.
I
He's like,
guess I don't.
Gideon
have
hasn't had a
stat block for it.
project in so long.
So okay, so you could do this easily enough. There
okay.
are it's Shredina. It's a large city. There's a lot of vendors. There is a lot of blacksmiths aren't just they don't make these kind of things. So it's a create weapon thing with blacksmith. Take it to magic shop and get it enchanted thing.
Okay. Okay.
So between that, you want 2 daggers.
Yeah.
Made with Arcanite.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if I remember correctly, and I'll have to create some items for this, or an item for this, his sword allowed you to create Shadow Spawn. Obviously, that's not going to work if you break the sword into 2 daggers, so I'll say you can do this. It will probably cost you...
Name your price.
Yeah, it's going to be expensive.
That's okay.
Not only are you disenchanting and re-enchanting this weapon, you're working with Arcanite, which is very, very rare.
Okay.
There's not a lot of people who can do it. So it probably costs you around 12,000 gold pieces.
Got it.
And it will create a very rare item.
Oh, very rare. All right.
Wow.
I'm going to get these and I'm going to be like, these are kind of cool. Here, Enid, you can have the flame tongue dagger.
Okay.
I will say...
And also, because I know that like with Enid's thing, it's like she can call back the other daggers because they're psychic damage, but just in case she can't use those, I suppose Rian would also want to... Well, I mean, maybe they'll just teleport back?
If we want that, there is items like the Belt of Returning that you can get.
Okay, yeah.
Which is... Hold on. Whew. It is a wondrous item. Okay, so it'd probably cost you around 500 gold for a Belt of Returning.
Thank God. Okay, all right, 500 gold. You got it.
You can bound 1d4 worth of daggers to it, and when you throw a dagger, you can use your... I don't even think it's a reaction or anything.
I think it's just at the end of your turn, they boop.
Yeah, they return back into your thing. I'll have to figure out what these daggers do.
That's okay.
But you want these to give to her before you go to Siri, don't you?
I would, so I can pay an additional 3,000 gold for a rush fee.
Okay. No, you don't have to do that.
Okay,
It's
all right.
More so... I'll figure it out.
Okay.
But yes, you can do that.
Okay, all right, cool. So just so everybody knows, Rian has 3,000 gold left.
So it's not going to be a single day thing. So you guys are going to have to stay at the keep for a little bit. Like, they can't, like... break a great sword that's enchanted, create 2 enchanted daggers with Arcanite in a day. So I'll say roughly it'd probably take 4 days.
Guys, my stomach, I don't know if I can... Oh.
Gideon could have had it to you in 2. Damn.
You know, my stomach's not been feeling well either. Maybe we should take a few more days.
I think Enid's right. Oh, my throat's
I'm the one
doing
that
this
got
weird
stabbed.
thing too. Yeah, well, I got.
Then we should take some more days.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine.
Thank you so much. I keep getting worse. I'm gonna go to my bed for 3 days.
Anyways. Oh my! She swallowed acid.
You swallowed ass?
Eat ass. Okay.
And sealed. Yep. I'm not here. What am I doing? I'll go in.
All right, cool. That was it.
All right. Let me just go to Chat GPT. Gideon.
So I actually have potentially 3 things, but 2 of them are like very, very, very small.
Okay.
So one, using his Seeker Stone, Gideon would ask Clara if she could come see him in his room.
Okay. She would oblige.
All right, and when she gets in there, Gideon is pulling a few, like, probably like 8 books from like his bookshelf where like his notebooks are specifically.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on such short notice. I had something for you. And he's gonna just set the books down in front of her.
What is that?
Various designs, items, ideas that I've been tinkering with. I suspect you'll be able to put them to use faster than I can.
Okay. Like what?
No, just... He'll just, like, grab one to open it up. You've seen Rianne's shield, yes? This is actually the base design showing you how to create the metal and shape it and make the... And he'll just kind of explain and show various things. There's some stuff... There's, like, a whole, like, half a book dedicated to, like, a lot of the stuff they did with the Quelling Cane. And yeah, it's just various notes and ideas. Some more complete than others, but it's just a bunch of his various ideas that he's come up with in the past, 2 years or whatever.
And you want me to start making these? Or
if you'd like.
This is a gift?
Yes.
Oh. Are you sure?
I'm certain. I spent my time creating these ideas in the hopes that they'd be able to help people. I don't think that was a bad aspiration, but the reality is I just don't have the time to see that through at this point.
Okay.
But you do.
Well, yeah. How about this? Well, 1, thank you.
You're welcome.
2, I still own a magic shop. I could start making these and split the profits.
If you'd like to do that, I certainly won't say no, but...
Well, they are your designs. I would feel wrong if I took your designs, made money off of it, without spreading it to you.
True. You do live here now, though, so anything you reinvest back into this area is in a way of paying me back.
Oh, don't worry. I guess I really haven't told you. I'm in the process of moving the shop down below.
Moving it.
And you know she's talking about where your keep is. There is a section of like the beach that is actually had like old buildings that are being repurposed and remade. So there will be a little tiny like village at the bottom of the Stormhold Keep.
Yeah, I remember she was, when she first came, I think she said she was going to do that. So, yeah, Gideon's totally fine if she wants to take profits and, like, his share and use it to help build the place up and make it look nicer. Like, that's good enough for him.
Well, thank you. It's good to have you back.
It's good to be back. And don't worry.
I was going to say, you didn't happen to bring any alien technology with you, did you?
Thank you for reminding me. Actually, there was something I wanted in return for these. Tapping the books. And he'll pull out a piece of parchment. Could you get me these raw materials by chance? And I'm just going to say it straight up. Gideon's trying to fix that gun.
Yep. She looks at the list. I can get a couple of these. Ooh, one of those is very rare. I'll pull some strings.
Appreciate it.
When are you all leaving?
Apparently in like 4 days. Apparently Enid and Rianne aren't feeling well, which is odd because, I mean,
it's probably
we have some of the strongest healers on this plane right now, I think, but
it's probably
kept saying it was something they ate.
The space flight.
That could be it.
All right.
I imagine they both just need time. I'm not sure either of them's ready for what comes next.
Yeah. Well, anything else?
No, just keep me updated. Obviously, I'm giving these to you, so if there's any change or improvements you want to make, don't hesitate.
Okay. And she slowly takes the books and starts to put them in her pack that she has, and you see them kind of just disappear into her bag of holding.
Nice.
She holds her hand out to shake yours.
Gideon will shake it back.
Well, let me know if you need anything. I'm going to start making stuff.
I'm looking forward. Your craft has always been good.
Almost as good as yours. And she kind of walks out and says, "Good night."
Good night.
And leaves. All right. What else do you got?
Gideon's gonna bother someone with sending, so he's probably gonna go knock on Basil's door.
She's gonna swing it open, and you see her holding like one big, probably like a ram's skull, like head skull, and the skull is the head. She's holding a skull that belonged to a ram. And you see that she has like a duster in her other hand. Hi, what can I do for you?
Well, first, what are you doing?
Cleaning.
Okay. I was wondering if you have the time, if I could borrow one of your spells. I'd like to send a message out.
Yeah, sure.
Should I come in, or?
Yeah. And you see just like, it kind of looks like, not chaos, but you know how you get back after a long journey away from your house, you just do a big spring cleaning, so it's kind of messy.
Yeah.
She's cleaning off all of the shelving and everything.
Gideon's just kind of glancing around, just like...
It doesn't normally look like this. Yeah, Visati told me, was it Gabe? I don't know. Someone told me I needed more, but now that I look at it and all of them are on the floor, I think I might have too many.
Perhaps. Huh. Maybe
Anyway.
you'll just save the next one for one that's really special.
Sure. That's a good idea. Sorry. Sending, yes.
Yes. I was just wanted to message someone quickly, so I was hoping you could help me with that.
Okay.
Alright. And Gideon is going to, through Basil, or with Basil's aid, however we phrase this, cast Sending to Adina. Yeah. Throwback.
Hey.
Who the wait?
The Dragonborn from Woebrook, the guard captain.
No,
No, that was
No?
It's Felicity.
No.
It's Felicity.
Oh,
Oh wow, you judged with the same face, Joe.
dang.
I knew
Well,
who you were,
Felicity-
Felicity.
I thought Joe was pranking John for a second there.
I was pranking myself. Okay, go ahead.
I mean, they're both from the same place. It's like the same character.
They are, yeah.
Yeah, there we
Alright.
go.
Damn.
Alright. Alright, and he's going to say, "Hello, it's Gideon. I just wanted to see how you were doing. I'm healing, and I hope you are too. Take care of your family."
1 second. All right, there we go. You get a response back.
Oh, is Felicity
hi.
not going to do it?
Do you want to do it, Felicity? I just figured I was doing it because
I
don't know.
care.
I just figured
Gotta
she's
re-
here, but whatever.
I can. Want
I
me
mean, I
to,
figured-
DM? God.
Sure, go ahead.
Right. Hello. Glad to hear that. We're doing well.
End message.
Joe,
Cool.
you gotta turn your camera off. I can't think and watch you fucking laugh. I don't even know if I think I have like 10 words that I use. I'm trying to remember what she knows. Oh, I should have let God do this. Oh God.
Yep,
God
that's
can
what I
still
want.
do it.
You can change your mind. You will not be judged.
I mean, what? I'm glad you're healing. We're doing well. Oh, what did I name the kid? Little Gideon is growing bigger every day. Maybe he'll get to meet his idol. Because remember,
Gideon's-
her wife was pregnant.
Oh yeah, Gideon just
Stella.
doesn't realize that you named the kid after him.
Boom.
Because that happened off camera. Well, no,
It
not off
did.
camera, but they were gone by then.
Yeah.
Gideon looks very confused for a second, Basil. Can I send one more? Yeah, hi, it's me again.
Use 5 words to say
Yeah.
you again.
Yeah. This is a comedic moment, John. Glad to hear you had the baby. You named him Gideon as well? That's... I don't have the words for that. Send.
I could never forget the heroes that let me meet my son. Thank you for being there when I needed you most.
That was cute.
Yeah, it turned goofy then sweet.
Yeah.
We salvaged that shit.
Just like this campaign. But yeah. Gideon's just gonna kind of smile and nod to himself. Thank you, Basil.
Of course.
I'll let you get back to your... Are you sorting them by size, or what are you doing?
First, I'm just cleaning them all. Things have gotten really dusty, and then just sorting them when I think they look best on the shelves.
You know, we could probably hire a cleaner for while we're gone.
I mean, would you trust people touching your skulls?
I can't say. I've never had a skull other than my own.
Oh, Basil's gonna go pick up a small one. Here.
I walked into that. All right. Thank you.
Of course. And I will say, I do not, for Yursa's sake, I do not kill the animals. I just happen upon them as they are.
While they're alive.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna
If you
go
don't
now.
want it, I can have it. You
would
can give
never-
it back to me.
I would never reject a gift from a friend. Never.
But you've never received a skull. I think that is different than, like, flowers or...
Did you give it sincerely?
Yeah.
Then I'm keeping it.
Okay.
Have a good night, Basil.
You too.
All right. Anything else? I also want to point out you've had 2 skulls.
That is
Fair.
true.
Fair enough.
Uh-oh.
You're right. I mean, I had a bigger thing, but I know other people had multiple things, so if we want to go back to other people and then come back to me, I'm fine with that.
Okay. So after this, there is a tap on Gak's door.
Gak is currently naked in his lake. So he'll,
Amazing.
just a second. He'll get
All
out,
right,
and
I'll wait.
shake off, and put on his cloak. And he'll open the door.
You see DL on the other side. I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, what's up, Dio?
With your passive insight, Gak, you can tell that Dio is slightly nervous. I was wondering. I overheard you are all going to. You're going to Siri?
Yeah, we are.
I was just wondering if I could maybe come along.
Why? What's up?
Well, I've done my fair share of things I wanted to do over here, and now that I'm out of the Thieves Guild's radar, I kind of want to see my home again.
Are you wanting to go over there and stay?
Oh, no. I just figured if you would let me just join you all for a short period of time. When we're there, I could easily, go do my own thing and then meet up somewhere again before you leave. If not,
Right.
I can steal another boat and get back.
No, we don't need to do that.
Oh,
Um,
I was just wondering if it's okay.
well, I'm okay with it, but I want you to know that when we go over there, it's gonna be dangerous.
I mean,
So, I want you to be safe.
me not be safe? Of course I'll be safe.
Right,
helped
but
with
like,
the
but
Oberyn
like
thing,
really
didn't I?
though.
What do you mean? Gak, I'll be fine. I'm fast, I'm quick. I can sneak away from anybody, anything.
Right. I'm fine with it, Dio. But I need to know where you're going. I need to know who you're going to see, so I can keep up and keep up on you and know what you're doing. And I'll let you know when we're leaving, and you won't be. There's no arguing.
All right, Dad.
It's Gak.
Sorry. Yes, I will keep you up to date on what I do. I'll be with you all for a little bit. Do you know exactly where you're heading?
Oh. So I didn't get to see a lot of Siri. But you know the city with the where the big holes in the mountain?
That's not really a city.
It used to
was
be.
a city.
Yeah. We're going around there.
Oh. Well, that is kind of perfect. I mean, my home was in the I don't know if you know it, the Shadow Sworn Thicket.
I don't.
It's okay. It's fine. I'll show you when we're there.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I appreciate it.
I when I'm seeing what you're doing, if you're free by the time we go, we're gonna go see my family.
I would love to meet your family.
I think they'd like to meet you too.
If they're anything like you, they're going to be great.
They're a lot like me.
Good. So I could come then.
I'll make sure everyone else is okay with it, but I think it's fine, especially if once we're there, you go somewhere safe.
All right.
And Gak will pull out the map that he has in his bag of holding, and he'll go find it and search for it. And he's gonna point to Nubai because I think that's where they talked about that they were going. So he's gonna point here.
This is the place that we're going.
Oh,
first.
all right.
I haven't explained it. We're gonna get there by like going through a tree or something.
I was
So
going
that-
to ask how that works, but you know what? Knowing you people, it's probably some weird magic thing, right?
Yeah, so it's not like that's our first destination. Like that's where we're going instantly.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, talk to the others, I guess, and let me know what they say.
Okay. I think it'll be okay.
Thank you, Gak.
Of course.
Also, you don't think that Gideon hates me, do you?
No.
All right.
Why would he hate you?
I stabbed him on accident.
You did what?
What do you mean?
What happened?
You all walked out of the ship, and I didn't know it was you, so I threw my dagger, and it hit Gideon.
When did this happen?
When you walked out of the ship.
This has been a rough couple of days, Dio. So I didn't realize that. But no, I don't think he hates you.
Good.
Honestly, like, I'm sure it hurt, but at the same time, he's like died 7 times or something.
Like 7?
Probably less.
Oh, wow. Well, maybe he should be the one who stays here.
No, it's okay.
All right. Well, talk to your friends. It's good to see you again, friend.
It's good to see you too. You can knock on my door whenever you want to.
All right. And on that note, Dio leaves you. Is there anything you want to do, Gak, or?
Gak will probably shut its door and go back to the pond. Everyone probably hasn't seen Gak much these past 4 days. He comes out for like meals and stuff, but most of the time he just stays in his room and he's just hanging out in his pond.
Okay. So, with that, I think that Enid, you have the thing you wanted to do.
Yeah. Ina's gonna go find Basil.
Basil.
Where are you?
Sorry, my my bedroom.
Okay. She'll knock on the door.
Basil. You hear some like commotion behind the door, like some things dropping and like oh shit. And then she opens up the door. Hey. Oh, hey. Come in. It's really messy. I'm just cleaning. It's really dusty in here.
Yeah, I guess being gone a month will do that.
I guess so.
And she'll like step in, kind of like trying to delicately step around any of the items on the ground. Are you like super busy right now, or do you have a moment?
No, not too busy, really. Just trying to do something while we wait to leave. And if you want, I could come help you clean your room after I'm done with mine.
Oh, I don't think that'll be necessary. I just wanted to know if you had a moment to talk for a bit.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I know the other night I came across maybe it seems like a hard shift from how we were the night before the fight with Ishna. I want to make it clear that I do feel strongly for you. You are kind and fun and intimidating and beautiful and powerful and so adored by everyone.
Thank you.
I truly admire you, especially learning the hardships you have faced, and somehow here you are. With everything life throws at you, you don't let it stifle your light. You have made something of yourself. Even your home in Wodale with your garden, maybe it's not the life you dreamed of, but you made a home. And now you've made a home with this found family of ours, and you're even in Alvain. And you also have been doing the impossible by building a relationship with your mother. Maybe you don't see it, but as an observer, I couldn't be more jealous of what you have. And all of that is so unlike me. While also being dealt a shit hand at life, I chose to stay on the low road. Seeing you and Rianne and really everyone coming out on the better end of the bullshit we dealt with, it makes me want to do that too. I want to be where you all are, but I'm not. I'm a coward and a runner, and I can't help but fear that that will only get worse in Siri.
Enid.
I don't know what we'll run into there, but I don't feel ready. I fucked up with what I was trying to tell you before on the Nautiloid. I wasn't trying to push you away, but I did. I wanted to come back that night and try and explain everything better, what I was feeling, but I couldn't. Rianne told me we were going to Siri, and I hid. So, maybe that's for the better. I'm not ready to be the person you deserve. I understand that your dream for life has changed or is changing, but I don't fit, or at least not yet. I don't expect you to wait, though, or even hold your breath on if the day will come. I didn't want to hurt you, but I did. I usually listen to my fears, and they stop me from these kinds of situations, but I wanted to try. Even though I knew I'd screw it up. So, yeah. I know sorry doesn't cut it, but for what it's worth, I am.
So you're saying you are not wanting to pursue anything or see how this goes?
I don't think it's fair to you. I feel like I'm trying to be honest that maybe I started stumbling into something that maybe I want, but I knew I couldn't have.
Well, why do you think that? What if I disagree? What if I think it's something you absolutely can have?
I don't know. I have not. I write my family every night, or as many nights as I can. I have nightmares. I have not moved on. I don't think about the future. I am stuck in the past. And I don't want to take you down with me. I want to figure it out, I think, but also a part of me feels that if I were to move on, it's confirming that I'll never have that. And I know that's dumb because it's been fucking years. But it's like I feel like I have trapped myself into this concept that if I move on, I'm killing them.
Enid. That's so far from the truth. You have to see that that's not...
I know, I'm fucking nuts or some shit.
No. You're not. I promise you. We've all gone through so many things. Everybody has gone through such different things. And yes, maybe a lot of us have already what you think is dealt with things. You don't get used to it. You don't move on. You just learn how to deal with the pain. The things that you cannot take back. The things that you can dwell on them forever and think that there are things that you could have done differently, and that's how it is. That's just, there's nothing you can do. But we've all been here with each other to help each other see that the shit that we've been dealt in life sucks. But that doesn't have to dictate our future. It doesn't have to dictate whether we are happy or not. You did not kill your family. That wasn't you. Right?
No,
You
I
did
didn't.
not. Yes, that is true, Enid. You did not do that. You moving on is keeping your family alive and living. They are living through you. You would be giving them a life that they deserve to have lived. If you hold yourself back, that is killing them. You moving on and you being happy is what keeps them alive.
I just don't feel that way. I don't. I don't think it's fair. And I just wanted to be honest with you.
Well, then, if you're being honest, then I will be honest. Because I know then if I don't say this now, I maybe never will. And I know you think that you're not worthy enough to be with me. But Enid, you could not be more wrong. And you don't see yourself the way that I do, the way that any of us do. And I think you're amazing. And not in a way that creates all, but a way that demands it. And it demanded it of me. And I haven't looked away from you since I met you. And you've played the cards in your life to the best of your ability. And you're only getting better. You are on the right track. I can see that, and I need you to see that. You know, deeply, me caring for people has been really hard for me my whole entire life. But somehow me caring about you has been so easy. You've accepted me for how I am, and maybe you've questioned some of my oddities and my weird choices, but you've never shied away from me. And I feel comfortable showing my true self to you. And I know that you think I'm on this high road, but if I'm being honest, I'm only just a toe into this journey. And I've spent so many years in the unknown and uncertainty, and I'm not sure what's going to happen to us or to our world. But I don't want to spend another moment while I'm alive not living. Life can end at any moment. And I don't want to have regrets. Because I'm certain about this, Enid. And if or when the time comes for our lives to end, I don't want my last moments wishing I could have made a life with you. I don't want to regret not living with you. Because it is so terrifying to care about something that death can touch. No pun intended. But it makes it worth it. And I want to continue to hear everything about you. I want you to tell me everything about you. Your likes, your dislikes, all of the horrible things you've done in your life, and let me grow to love you anyway. Because I don't care how complicated things may be or how dangerous the path ahead of us is. I just want you. And like I said, dreams can change. They are allowed to change. More than one can happen, neither can happen. You can want both. You could have thought you wanted one, and then the other one came and you realized you wanted it more. But this, she reaches out and grasps her hand, your hand, I'm confident about. And I wouldn't be here saying all of these things if I had an ounce of hesitation. But... and you can see she kind of starts to pull back a little bit. I respect your wishes. And I don't want to push you to do or say anything you're not comfortable with. Whether you feel the same way about me or not, I wanted to tell you how I feel about you anyway. And I want you to be happy. Hopefully happy with me. But if your happiness doesn't include me, I will understand. And I still hope...
It's not that... I don't want to hurt you again. I don't want to do that again. I feel like I'm only going to let you down because as much as you're saying that with all this confidence in the world, all I have is fear. Everything running through my mind is what could go wrong.
What could go wrong?
Everything.
Tell me. Tell me your fears and let me help you get over them.
Losing
let
you.
Me be...
losing Rianne, losing everyone again, and having to walk a life alone again.
But aren't you allowing yourself to walk a life alone now if you're walking away?
At least it only happened once.
That is a lonely life to live, Enid.
You get used to it.
But you don't have to. I'm right here.
I want you to be happy. I don't know if I can bring that to you. And that's why I'm letting you go.
Letting me go where? I'm going to have to
Wherever
wake
life
up
takes you.
and see your face every day. And know that you are my person.
How can you be so sure of that?
How can you not be? I look at you and I smile. I look at you and the first thing I want to tell you is how much I care about you. My heart drops whenever we go into battle, whenever you leave the house, and I worry that you may not come back, and that tells me how precious you are. That tells me that this is something that maybe not a lot of people get to have in life. And it's a happy ending that we can have. No happy endings are easy. They all come with risks. They all come with worry. And that's what makes it worth it. Nothing worth it in life is easy. We can be happy. We can be scared and happy and worried and happy and sad but happy.
Everything you say sounds so wonderful. But Basil, I can't. I don't know if I can let this go. Not right now. Like I said, I'm a coward. I am so afraid of everything.
You're scared of your own happiness. Even though you can have it.
Maybe. Just know I stand in my own way, and I don't want to stand in yours either.
Enid, I don't know how to be just friends with you.
I don't know either. I'm sorry I opened this door when I couldn't follow through.
I understand. I don't. The last thing I want to do is make you feel pressured to do or be anything that you feel you are not. The last thing I want is to become something with you when there's no confidence in it.
I don't know what I will. I don't know how Siri will change me going back. Or even if it will. So just take care of yourself and your mother and find that happiness that you talk about.
I want you to know, whether you like it or not, whether we are together or not, or friends or not, I know how hard it'll be to go back to Siri. This won't be easy on you, and just like I will be there for Rian and Gak, I will be there for you too. I'll lend an ear if you need it, a healing hand. I'll give words of advice if you need it. But I don't want you to think that this means that I don't care about you anymore.
And I
things
don't want
between
you to
us.
think that either. I don't, like I said, I don't know what's gonna happen in Siri. I don't know what kind of person I'll be. But I really, really do care about you. And I know that probably doesn't seem obvious right now.
I think you're just hurting. But I want you to understand then. I also need to do what I have to do to protect my heart now.
Of course.
And I mean it when I say this. Please come to me if you need anything. Just because we had this conversation doesn't mean that you cannot talk to me.
You can
That
come
you
to
cannot-
me as well. Please. I can give you time. I'm sorry. And unless you had any further things to say, she will go.
Yeah, Basil will just close the door after her. Kayla.
Well,
Now she won't do that. She's gonna be mean.
That's so funny though, like Hannon.
with that, is there anything else anybody would like to do before we transport via plans?
Basil probably would have gone running to Rian. Like as soon as like Enid was around the corner, Basil would be like peeking out and then booking it to where Rian is.
Yrsa just wants to check on Gak before we leave, but that's it.
I'm sorry, John.
You guys are good. We've been gone for a month. You guys talk it up. We're still getting to Siri this session. I hope you guys know that.
I
mean,
mean,
if there's
If it's 1
another
o'clock in
day,
the morning,
maybe
we're still
Enid would
doing
talk
it.
to Rian too. I don't know. I hate to take up all this time, but
Because Rian still needs to give Enid the daggers.
Yeah. Okay, so Basil runs to Rian.
Yeah.
And action.
Where's Rian?
In his rooms. This is later at night, right?
We could say this is like day 2 of 4.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah,
we'll say
you
for
should just-
funsies, Rian's outside. It's like late night. You know,
Okay.
he's just outside sitting by the fountain. He really likes that fountain.
Oh, Basil probably would have made some like decaf coffee or something. You know, whatever they have.
Whatever was in the kitchen.
Whatever.
Yeah.
She probably would have. It's probably while walking to try to find him. Maybe she looked out the window, saw him sitting outside, and decided to make a couple mugs of Joe.
Why are you putting me in a
Mugs
cup?
of Joseph
huh?
Conrad?
What are you doing to me?
I just realized what I said.
It's okay.
I meant like cup of Joe.
It's fine.
I forget. Scene. Okay. Coffee. She
Coffee.
brought coffee. That's better. Hey,
Hi.
what are you doing up this late?
I'm so sorry, but I heard the heart cut in the ambience because that bird was so
trying to find
loud.
I know the owl was too much.
I'm so sorry, but Kayla's also laughing in the other room because when the bird went off the first time, I went. Okay, I'm so sorry.
I want you guys to know all night I've been fucking cackling my ass off because there's so many things that happen and everybody has their cameras on. You guys make the funniest fucking faces, and I'm just laughing it up. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. I did not mean.
That's
I'm so
okay.
sorry too, John. I'm a laughy guy. It's hard to keep it in sometimes. Okay.
It's okay to be a laughing guy.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Sometimes I don't know. After being in the astral sea for so long, I can kind of feel it. I spent so long in Lunaria, around the trees and the forest and all the animals, and being away from it, I felt like I was away from a part of myself. So before we head off into the dry, rocky steppes of northern Siri, I wanted to drink it in.
I like
But
that.
you seem like you have something weighing on your mind. Take a seat.
Know me so well. She's gonna hand over one of the mugs to him.
It's a cup of Joe. I don't know what's funny about that, but it's just what they call it.
Do you remember our conversation about the boulder?
I do.
Yeah, that boulder is not moving.
Sometimes it doesn't. And listen, don't get me wrong, I love to speak in metaphor. With my old age, it's something that comes incredibly easy to me nowadays. But speak plainly. Tell me, what happened?
Enid came to my room, and I thought we were good, kind of. We had this disagreement while we were still coming home from the astral sea, and Enid feels like she's just not in the right place to be with me, and that's not the problem. If someone doesn't want to be with me, that's fine. I don't have a problem with it. It's her reasonings. She thinks that she's not good enough for me. She thinks that I am on this grand journey to live with my mother, and she just doesn't believe me when I tell her that I can have more than one dream. And that sometimes dreams can change depending on who you meet or the things that you want in life. And Rand, she said that she feels that if she moves on, she's the one who's killing her family. And I told her that's not true. I told her that actually living is what's going to keep them living. That they'll be living through her. But she said that she doesn't want to bring me down or stop me from reaching this dream that I even told her is one of the most unachievable things. I'm not saying that I'm giving up on my mother, but she doesn't believe me when I say that I also have another dream now. And I'm not upset that she doesn't want to be with me. I'm upset for the reasonings. Because she is good enough. You know that. She's hurting, and I know that too. But Rian, she's not going to get any better if she keeps these thoughts about herself alive.
What Enid is going through is, I mean, it's something I struggled with myself for a long time. Her situation is made even worse by the fact she she suffered what she did when she was a child. It's no easy thing to move on from the past. For the past many years, I've had Yursa and Willow and all of the people of Lunaria at my side. I found healing and help. I found forgiveness. I found the beginnings of peace. Because I had a system around me that cared, that truly wanted me to be better. It was a long process. Every single night, I would try and picture their faces. I would try and remember them. The house, the farm, the mountains in the distance. I would cling on to those memories like it was all I had left of them, because that's what I thought. If I forgot what color Aeda's eyes were, if I forgot what Isaac's laugh sounded like, that I killed them, that they were dead because of me, but that's just not true, and it took me time to learn that, surrounded by love and care. Enid has not been so lucky. She has kept to herself. The walls that are built around her are higher than anything even the Valamine Empire could make. She's in pain. And all I can tell you is it takes time. It's not the same. But I think it's no secret. At least, I don't think it is. The feelings I have for Yursa. It's plainly obvious, isn't it?
It's kind of all we've ever known, really. How deeply you care for her.
Before we fought Oberyn, I told her how I felt about her. I told her that she made flowers grow where I had only cultivated rock and stone. I told her that the heart is neither given nor stolen, it surrenders. I thought so long about what to say and how to say it. I knew how I felt about her, and it was finally time to tell her before who knows what happened. That was before we fought Oberyn. When I told her how I felt, do you know what the first thing she said to me was?
What?
Thank you.
Oh, no.
You would
What
not.
did you say?
Honestly, it's a bit of a blur after that, but I remember that moment so clearly. But there was something in the way she said what she said next. I don't remember the words, I just remember how she said them. I care for you deeply. I do. I knew that in time, one day, that we would be together. And I still know that now. We will always be at each other's side. And there is such a strong love between us. But, as they say, Udhas wasn't built in a day. It takes time. You need to be there for her, care for her. You need to be the reason why the stone and rocky soil that she currently has grows into beds of beautiful flowers. Help her see that. And I guarantee you that one day she'll realize that she's entitled to happiness. She's allowed to be happy. Just takes time.
I told her that I needed to protect my heart then too. I just feel like it's a different kind of leaving. Had a lot of people leave me. And even though she's physically here, emotionally and mentally, she's pulled away. And I need to do what I need to do to keep myself safe. I told her I would be here for her. I told her that she will always have me as a shoulder to cry on, someone who needs someone to help heal and listen and assist or whatever she needs. I've been rejected in many different ways in my life. This is the first time it was a romantic rejection, but it's hurting me a lot too. And I think I'll be here for her as maybe a friend. I don't really know what we are now. I think we kind of jumped from acquaintances to possible lovers. I'm not sure. I don't know where we stand now. And I still do really care for her, and I'd love to be with her. But I think while she takes this time to focus on herself, maybe that's what I need to do as well.
I think you're right. Because there's a misconception about relationships, I think. That in order to be happy in one must make sacrifices. You need to sacrifice a part of yourself, your feelings, your everything for that other person. That's not true. That's unfair. Relationships are about support, compromises, finding a common ground. And if you can't find common ground now, then the best you can do is support her. Be there when she needs you. But you shouldn't have to sacrifice a part of yourself. That's unfair to you. Do what you want. Be who Basil is. Be there for her. Just how I know Basil would be. And in time, I promise flowers will start to grow. Or cooking ingredients like rosemary and basil.
The best herb.
I myself am a fan of Rosemary is the only other one I can remember. No.
Turmeric.
I myself am a fan of Italian seasoning. Parsley. There you go. That's a different one. I don't know. But yes. Shut up, John. Just be
Do you
there.
think it's too rash or mean of me to I mean, I don't want her to think like, oh, Basil doesn't seem interested in me like that anymore. It wasn't real, but I also we haven't known each other as anywhere near as long as you and Yersa have. And I don't know what Siri's going to bring, and my heart is open, but I don't want to keep it waiting. I'm not like looking. I don't know how I'm saying this. I'm not sitting here waiting and pining.
Mm-hmm.
I want to work on myself too. Whether that means trying to figure out how to be with my mother or just how to get stronger as a cleric.
Love can be a beautiful thing. But as I said, you shouldn't sacrifice anything that you would want to do because of it. If you truly do feel so strongly about her, and you know that you want to be with her, then one day that may happen. But as I said, you can't sacrifice everything you want to do or want to strive for to be there for her. That's unfair to you.
Oh. Yeah. You're right. And I think this is the conversation that I needed to help me sort through all of this.
Well, I'm glad I was able to help, if only a little.
Well, thank you.
Two of you part ways for the rest of the night. Brienne, I know you're going to go find Enid. It doesn't have to be on this night, but one of these.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it would be the fourth night.
Yeah, the night before we leave in the morning.
Yeah. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before Brienne's thing? Because that will be the last one.
I just want to go check on Gak.
Okay. Yrsa, you go and check on Gak, knocking on his door. Or I guess, where's Gak?
He's in his pond.
All right.
He's
knock on his
in
door.
the pond or
Yeah.
like just swimming?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Still. So he'll get out.
I'll be there in a second.
He'll get off and put on his robe and head to the door.
Hi, Gak. I just wanted to check on you. You've been here. It's quiet without you around, so I just wanted to make sure everything was okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
She's gonna narrow her eyes a little bit. Well, you hesitated.
Yeah. Um. I I put my book in the corner of the room, and I haven't touched it in a couple days.
Can you also like peek around and see the book?
If she looked hard enough, she'd see it's like almost like covered up with leaves and stuff, like in one of the corners.
Has it tried to talk to you at all?
Not that I know of.
Are
I
you
don't really want to talk to it right now.
are you afraid of what it might say?
I'm really scared what happens if we wait too long to get there.
Kind of nods her head. Well, the good news is, as soon as we're all ready, I will be getting us there faster than you can say. She looks around. Tree. Faster than you can say tree.
That's a pretty fast word.
It's one of the shortest words. But that's how we're gonna go. We're gonna travel right through the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get there, we'll move pretty fast. I have a feeling a lot of us don't want to linger too long.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can do to cheer you up a bit?
I don't know. I've been trying to look forward to some things about Siri. Been trying to not think about the book and think about how we're going to see my family. And I've just been swimming in our pond and thinking about swimming there when I was growing up, and my family and I going swimming.
Well, that's exciting. We can meet your family. I'm sure they're going to be so happy to see you.
Yeah. I'm going to be happy to see them too.
And you can introduce all of us to them.
I'm very excited for them to meet you guys. They're going to love you.
I think it's going to be a very refreshing meeting to see a family so loving and kind. And they've met Chip before, right?
Oh, yeah. I've
Are
had
there
Chip
other
for a
little
long
Chips?
time.
Are there other little Chips running around?
There's lots of little creatures you're going to like to talk to, but no one quite like Chip.
If this is anything like what the real place, I'm sure it's going to be wonderful.
I think you'll like it a lot, Yrsa.
I know you're nervous and afraid, but we've done this before and we're going to do it again, and we're going to do it together.
I just hope we're not too late.
She nods again. Well, do you mind if I stay by your pond for a little bit with you?
Not at all. You can go swimming in it if you want to.
Maybe I will. You know, my sister and I, we have this beautiful pond, and we would skip rocks on it all the time. Maybe we can see who can skip rocks the farthest.
That'd be fun. We'll probably hit the wall, but I think that's still fun.
You know what? You're probably right. But let's try it anyway. You're just gonna find some rocks. She's got a mad skipping arm.
Nice. Yeah, Gak will skip with her.
So I'm not going to make you guys roll, although I'd like to. But we're going to go based off strength score. And Yrsa, you've skipped a bunch of rocks, and your skips across this pond are beautiful. probably
Cool.
4 or 5 skips, but it doesn't reach the wall. Gak, the lovable giant, however, is pretty strong. And as he skips the rock past the pond, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then it hits the wall and splashes into the water.
That checks out.
Whose room is next to mine again?
Rian's.
Definitely Rian's. Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't annoy Rian too much.
Rian, you just hear.
What the hell was that?
Nah, I'm sure
It's
he
odd
can
too
handle
because
it.
the walls are like a half a foot thick.
Yeah. Ursa would probably just spend the rest of her time there, just keeping Gak some company.
Yeah.
Okay. There's nothing else on the 4th night. Rian, you can find Enid.
Okay. So, on the 4th night, where would Enid be?
Can Rian get on the roof? Dexy boy.
Yeah, he could.
Then she's on the roof. I don't know
Say,
why. I just chose it.
I will say for thematic purposes, it is not nighttime, it is daytime, and you're on the roof overlooking the ocean ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's contemplative right there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Rian would go out onto one of the balconies and he would just out into the wilderness. He would go, Enid!
Yeah.
What the hell? Where are
What,
you?
you can't get on the roof.
Oh, you
Can
are.
you reach it?
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really want to climb right now, so he's gonna.
I mean, I can get down.
No. I'll come up there. It's introspective. I'll cast Misty Step and just.
Don't lose your balance. There's a slope.
Oh. We're good.
I feel like we both have good balance. Yeah, so it's fine.
Yeah, we're good. Oh, and he'll sit down. So, hi.
Hi. Are you excited?
He just looks at her. Yeah.
I'm stoked.
That's good. You know, a positive attitude can do things, apparently, I hear.
Yeah, we're manifesting out here, so.
Yeah. Maybe there's a divination wizard or somebody we can hire in Dradina to change it so it will be a good time. Or maybe we should get like a calm emotion wristbands that we can activate whenever we start to feel anxious or bad or.
Do those exist? I've needed one.
I don't.
Longer than just going to Siri.
No, but I have an idea for Gideon that maybe he could. Maybe he could create. I'm sure there's probably a big market for it. I'm sure more people than just us suffer from anxiety.
Yeah.
Hopefully not all of it is trauma related though. Hopefully it's.
Yeah.
Listen, I as much as I love being silly, I wanted to check in. I know that tomorrow is going to be difficult, and I just wanted to check in.
I wanted to check in with you too. I also wanted to check in with Gak.
Yeah.
I mean, it also sounds silly because it's kind of like obvious, you know? Like, yeah, it's not great, you know? I just, what do you think Nubai even looks like right now?
I don't know. I mean, if the government or whoever thought the land was sick and there was disease, and it might look the same. Or maybe
Do you hope that it does?
no. I hope that people live there. I hope they're happy. I hope they're safe. I hope that what happened to us never has to happen to them. But I don't know, what about you?
I hope it. I don't want there to be people there, but I feel like there are. And of course, I don't want them to ever go through anything bad. And it's not their fault. But it sure would piss me off.
How would it make you angry?
They probably don't even know what happened to the original Nubai. They probably are just moving on because the government told them to, and we're all small and insignificant, and if they needed to, the government would do it again to them. So they're almost oblivious to everything, which is unfair, but also everything that was there is literally gone. Culture, memories, no monument of reverence, like nothing. Doesn't that sting?
I don't know. I'm thankful that they don't have to know. It's unfair that it could happen again, yes, but imagine if you had to wake up every single day like you and me and know that the house you live in, the unspeakable horrors that happen there, I'm glad they're free of that burden. And I don't know, I don't think that you were young, so I don't blame you for not knowing, but the soil around the village was especially fertile for growing fruit that could be turned into wine, for growing grapes. Especially fertile. Most other things, they grew fine. Corn, beans, other vegetables, they were fine. But grapes, for some reason, they just sprouted like nothing else. So the village had the festival for wine, celebrating what we'd made, what we sold. The traditions still live on, I'm sure. If the village has been remade, then I'm sure they're growing grapes and making wine. I don't know.
Are you sure you're gonna not be mad? Actually?
That is a great question. And I don't know the answer. Right now, I feel calm. I feel like I can handle anything that comes my way. But when we get there, I don't know, I can't be so sure.
I won't judge you. However you react, or whatever is there that we need to react to.
Can you
Like
do
I
me
said,
a favor, though? I know we'll both be going through a lot. But if you see me start to unravel, just try and stop me, please.
stop you? I was just about to suggest I'd go with you.
I I don't know. I don't know when you think about it, right? Vengeance sounds so sweet. The sweetest wine. Feels like something you can almost taste, right? You think if you finally get it, if you finally do what you need to do, that it'll be the sweetest feeling. You'll finally feel fulfilled. Vengeance. But the truth is, when you finally get it, what you once thought would be sweet and smooth is sour, it's coarse, leaves a vile taste in your mouth unlike anything else. Maybe with the people that did what they did to our family, it would be different. Maybe I would finally feel that sweetness. But probably not. But if that is what you want, I won't stand in your way.
I don't know. I know I can remember very vividly the face of the man that started the fire because he had a very distinct scar. I've never ran into him again. And I'm sure if I did, people would never see him again. But I don't know if that's vengeance because he's just some guy, you know, just following orders. And I'm not really interested in starting another war or killing another big figurehead when I know there's already so much that we have to deal with. So it honestly feels like a trap anyway. I don't know what I want. I guess I wish, and maybe you feel this way too about the Alvains, like recognition. Maybe. I don't know. That doesn't even sound right.
Well, what do you mean? Explain it.
I want. Maybe it's for myself. I want to get back what I could have had in a way. And maybe if there was like help to like figure out, put those puzzle pieces together, like you're part of that puzzle. I can start to remember things when I speak with you, when I'm around you. Sometimes it's painful, so I don't always want to be around you, and I'm sorry about that. But I so acknowledgement of what happened and to learn more about not even just like when I was alive or when you were alive, but just who I am. I mean, you're an Alvain, so you're already learning a lot about, you know, your past, where you came from or were from, or your. I don't have that. I feel like a lost piece. And I know there's Moon and there's connections there, but it's different. It's not my identity. But that doesn't even, like, it wouldn't even fucking solve anything. So it doesn't even matter. And we should just go and solve this for Gak and get out.
Wait a second. You make a lot of good points, Enid. A lot of them. I wouldn't be so quick to throw them all away. These thoughts, these feelings you have, they're important. And all I'll say is, I know that I'm an Alvain. I know about Ventus Ferrum and the sacrifice my people made. The sword I wield that gives me great power, and the sword forms I've learned to strike down the foes of the Okunai. Do you know how much of that has made me who I am today? Why I am the way that I am? Why I make the choices I do? So little. So little. I am not an Alvain. I'm not a Basara. I'm not a son of the Okunai people. I'm not this far traveler from Siri. I am Rian. I love my friends. I care for them so deeply. I want people to be happy, to be healthy, and to be safe. I want the people around me that I care most about to find peace, even in a life that is so painful. I feel that way not because of the Okunai or because of my father as a king. It's not because of any of that. It's because of Yrsa. It's because of Gak. It is because of Gideon. It's because of Basil. It's because of you. That's me. That's why I am who I am. You're not a missing puzzle piece. You are an immaculate statue. Just halfway through the carving process. Yeah, all right. Listen, I tried earlier, but speaking in not metaphors is very difficult. All right? It just takes time. But you can't give up, especially on yourself. Because if we give up on ourselves, then who can we rely on, right? If not ourselves.
Thank you. And for what it's worth, since you are asking me right now to help you specifically with the request to not let yourself go, I promise that I will have your back in that. If you feel like that's something that would cause you regret or pain, I will keep you from it. As best I can.
Thank you.
You have my word, so.
I think at that, he would kind of reach his arm around and squeeze her shoulder.
Yeah.
And say, oh, actually, one more thing. This, I promise, is not my infinite wisdom, but something that's actually useful to you. And he will reach in to his bag and he will pull out 2 twin daggers. They mimic each other in shape, perfectly symmetrical. They are forged from obsidian, and you can see embedded into the obsidian are these small jewels that faintly glow with this like deep purple energy. These are daggers that were forged from, well, was Lazarus, I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. Was Lazarus alive when Enid went in with us? Because I know she was there for the last encounter.
I don't think
But
so. 'cause
Lazarus
I think that
died
was the...
in Eldon, right?
Yeah, Enid was not there.
Okay.
Enid was there for the attack on the keep.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay. So one of Oberyn's underlings, Lazarus, he had this massive obsidian greatsword and this black mithril plate. And Rianne, he's not wearing it right now because, you know, casual Fridays or whatever, but he, you've seen him wear it before. And the obsidian is forged from the sword. These daggers should help in whatever we encounter. And I wanted you to have them because, well, you have to be able to protect yourself. Which your psychic daggers are very cool, but just in case.
And she'll like look at them and like turning them over and everything. This probably was not cheap. Oh my god.
Don't worry about it.
Man.
Oh, also this belt of returning.
Oh, crazy. She doesn't have enough belts as is, so she
That
adds
was
another
it was
belt
a
to the list.
2 for 1. You know, then buy 2 get 1 free situation.
Those items are in your inventory now, by the way.
Oh, thank you. And you can see that like there's a bunch of words that Enid wants to like say in response, but she just shuts her mouth again and just like hugs you.
Yeah, I think as you go to hug, I think that from the sudden movement, Rianne might start to slip a little bit on the slope.
I'm gonna fall.
I think that's up to you if you're gonna stop it.
I mean, she can, yeah. You know what? She tries. She's not strong, but let's try and get our balance. Fucking falls anyway.
Easily enough.
Okay.
I will ask, are you giving Rian back his flame tongue dagger?
Yeah, I'll give it back.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, there you go. You can get down, right?
Yeah, I know Misty stuff.
She'll teleport, you know. Fancy.
Oh my god.
Who
needs stairs?
Are you actually misty stepping, or are you doing the psionic thing or psychic, whatever the fuck we called it, the night?
Oh no, I'm Misty stepping.
Okay.
I got 1 second level spell slot left in case somebody gets an idea.
Okay. So there's nothing else. Oh wait, you want to go ahead and read off what those daggers do?
Sure. Okay. Do I need to refresh? Probably.
Yeah, I can read it off.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, thank you, Joe, for creating them. You have a +1 bonus to your attack and damage rolls with these. You have a feature called Shadow Burst, which is once per short rest while wielding the daggers. As a bonus action, you can teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see, and upon reappearing, you gain advantage on your next attack until the end of your next turn. So you can still teleport while wielding these daggers instead
Enid
of
has
using
so many ways to move.
Yeah, it's insane.
She's got haste, 2 teleports, and she can dash as a bonus action. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna be stronger and faster than Vex in Critical Role in this campaign.
At this rate, yeah. I'm like, I see the map, and I'm like, I can get there wherever it is.
Apparently, you're over carrying capacity weight, but we don't care about that.
I
So
believe
It's
it.
because of the gold.
Yeah. So with the shadow burst, that means that you do not have to hide or have an ally within 5 feet. You can throw this dagger and teleport with it, and just sneak attack, because you will gain advantage with it. Flesh rot. When you hit a living creature, excluding constructs and undead, with one of these daggers, you deal an additional 1d6 necrotic damage. And eclipse. Once per long rest, while wielding both of these daggers as an action, you can plunge an area into darkness and cast the spell darkness centered on you.
Enid's broken.
Yeah.
And we're level 11. I don't know what you had planned, John, but bump it up because holy shit.
Oh, I did. Don't worry.
Oh no. Why'd I say anything?
So I think effectively now, Enid might be the strongest party member now.
She's got so much shit. It's
Hell yeah,
fucking
man.
insane. I appreciate it too.
I'm gonna have to throw a dragon at you guys and see if you can solo it.
We should have just gone to the moon, Rianne. We could have done it.
So, if there is nothing else, going once, going twice, we will move on to the next day. All of you can hit the long rest button, as I know some of you have used spell slots for Sending and Misty Step.
Boom. Boom. Long rest.
The next morning comes. All of you have gathered your things. Before you do leave, Gak, did you ask the party about Dio?
Yeah, Gak would probably be doing that like as they're getting ready to leave.
Okay. And what is the consensus?
I think Enid would roll her eyes, but say yes.
I mean, if he really wants to go, I'm not going to stop him.
There's room in the tree.
Fine.
Gideon's
Come
like,
on,
well,
Gideon.
stabbed again.
Oh, God, he was there when we were deciding. That's so awkward.
That is
He's just like. So
right,
with
Dio
that,
knows how Enid feels about him, so it's fine.
Dio gathers his things as well, and Yrsa, with the help of, I would assume, some drawings, maybe you could paint it, Brienne. You could paint the tree that you're thinking of, and then Yrsa can use that to transport via plants.
Woo!
Woo!
So, as that happens, I'll bring you to this. We'll say is, let's just go ahead and say, oh, did my stuff just crash? That's not very cash money.
Cash money.
Well, no, son of a bitch. As soon as I started refreshing it, it fucking started working. Oh well. Well, hold please.
Okay, Yrsa turns up the music in the tree car.
I will ask, I know that it's kind of self-explanatory, but Yrsa, since this is the first time you are ever casting the spell, and it is a very powerful spell, what does it look like?
Okay, so I imagine, so there's like this really old TV show called, or I think it was like a movie, Harold and the Purple Crayon, where he like draws shit and it comes to life. Yeah, okay, here. So I imagine that Yrsa like takes her staff and like she'll ask the tree first if it's okay, but then after the tree says yes, she's gonna like use her staff to draw a door, and there's this really pretty like green and yellow magic that comes out of the staff, and it traces also like Chalk Zone, yeah? That it traces like a door onto the tree. Yeah. Chalk Zone. So she'll just draw the
Yrsa's
tree.
doing that, Gak going, tree, 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 tree.
Yours is trying to go really
tree,
fast
tree, tree.
to prove her point. Oh, she's failing.
So, as the spell is cast and you trace it, you watch this crack as the tree splits in half, and you see a portal to the other side. You have 6 seconds for all of you to run through.
Oh, tree, let's go.
Tree!
As
Gak
you
like
run
pulls Dio through.
as you run through, it is odd. As you were expecting to run and step on solid ground, instead, what you saw going through was blue skies. Straight up. As each one of you climb out of a stump in the ground where the tree once stood. As each one of you get out and stand up, you see around you a large clearing of a forest. Where once was a beautiful, lush tree line, seems to now have been used for logging. Trees cut as far as the eye can see, as you see this. You stand around not really knowing if you're in Siri itself. You're in a forest. Your immediate reaction is sadness. This land, this habitat, destroyed by the industrialization of the land. Luckily, your spell worked because there was still part of the tree left. As you look behind you and you see the tree, the hole close up and shut.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she steps out, she'd probably, after audibly gasping, kind of kneel down next to the tree stump and just say, I am so sorry for whoever did this to you. Does it look like it was like you said, like this was purposeful? Like it wasn't just a bunch of beavers that rolled through town, right?
No, yeah, all of these trees are clean cut.
Yeah.
You can even see there are piles of them.
Yeah.
This is logging efforts for sure.
Yeah, she'll just say that and just kind of like look to Gakarian and Enid to see how they are reacting to this.
Enid didn't look happy walking through the tree. She doesn't look happy being out of the tree. But I don't know if there's a strong reaction.
Valid.
I think Rian is Yursa could probably see shades of the man she first met. I think that he is a lot more stone-faced and a lot more stoic. Stepping through the portal, being back here, there's a lot of unhappiness that is brought back.
Rian, I will say, because you knew this tree in the area, you are not too far from what is known in Siri as the crater of the capital. But you are also not too far from Nubai. You're kind of in the center of the fractured peaks between that crater and your old home.
How does Gak look?
Gak looks about as antsy as he looked previously, but he doesn't recognize anything about this place or anything like that.
Okay. I think Rian. I was just gonna say Rian would note that and just say he wouldn't turn around to look back in the direction of the crater. He would just look forward and say, "We should start moving. The faster we get there, the better." And would just start walking.
Basil's just gonna go, kind of taking the scene first, see how everybody looks. She's gonna, look at Rian, Enid, and then she's gonna go stand next to Gak and, "You okay?"
I'm okay.
Do you want a walking buddy?
Sure.
And she's gonna like hold his hand and walk with him.
Okay. So, you begin walking in the direction of Nubai. An hour passes. Rian, you know that you were probably about 3 hours total away from the village. The deforestation, the logging is worse as you continue on. Where you had transported from, you could see that the forest behind it was still there. But in front of you, towards Dubai, it is all but complete. Another 35 minutes go by as you continue walking, and Gak and Yursa would first hear this. Very, very far away. Basil would too, with your 19 passive perception. But you can hear the sound of speaking, of talking, but almost yelling in a way. One voice, very deep and guttural, yelling and questioning another voice that is very high and frantic. You can't really make out what they're saying. The only thing you know is that you hear voices up ahead.
Well,
Yeah,
go ahead,
Gak would
Dax,
probably
sorry.
let everyone know quietly that something's happening up ahead and can't figure out what.
I mean, we're just walking by, right? We don't have to interact.
True.
Right.
I mean, not everybody who's along the road are evil people up to no good.
You do know that you are not on the road at this point.
Well,
You're
on a
technically in the
path.
forest. Yeah.
Oh, okay, well, usually forest people are up to no good. Yursa would kind of quicken her pace to be up front with Rian, seeing the mood he's in. If we can talk to people, maybe we can work around whatever maybe's to come. But she'll walk up and just kind of place a gentle hand on his shoulder to try to soothe him a little bit. We can approach carefully and just pass through. Right?
You see him kind of look around a bit and say, I think that before we move any more further, there's no knowing if they're here to cause us harm or if they're not. I think Enid and I should move ahead a bit, scout it out, see who they are, what they're doing, and if they look like they pose us no harm, we move on. But if they do look like they would cause us harm, it's better to get the jump on them than let them get the jump on us.
Okay.
That's not a bad plan.
So the two of you are sneaking forward.
Yeah,
Sneaky,
Rian
sneaky.
hears no disagreement. He'll just start going.
Enid will follow. I will say Enid's probably not been like right up front with Rian, but she's like his shadow. Like where he goes, she's been going.
All right. Both of you make stealth checks.
Roly poly, roly poly.
22.
Did I have to refresh at all? Okay, no, I
I
didn't.
see.
That roll?
Ooh, nice.
Oh, sorry, I rolled twice.
Invisible.
Just take the first one. Yeah, definitely take the first one. Shit.
Jesus Christ. There's some Mysterion numbers.
I know. Did you hear just see my message? What else did he say? Hardly a challenge. Did you see my message earlier? I was like, I would appreciate if the sound that Asterion gets when he sneak attacks also happens for Enid. If we can make that happen.
Let's get a
that,
soundboard.
Pearl, yeah.
Yeah. So, as you are walking forward, the two of you, how far is the rest of the group staying back from them?
Basil probably wouldn't stay too far. But definitely she's kind of aware of the surroundings.
Yeah, just enough to be out of sight, but also if things go wrong, we can pop in.
Okay. So I will let you know that the only reason you can't see these people that are talking right now, because this is a tree clearing, there is no trees to stop you from seeing things, is because there are hills. You can tell that these people are on the bottom of a hill right now. So if you guys stay above the hill, then they will not see you. If you go over that hill, you'll have to make stealth checks as well.
So we'll stay like right behind the hill for now.
Okay. So Rian and Enid going down this hill with a 22 and a 30 stealth check. Like Frodo and Sam going down that hill. There's nothing to stop you, like, to gain cover behind, except for maybe large stumps that are still there. But you can see up ahead what looks like 6 large, muscular individuals. 5 of them, pale skin, tattoos on their face, no hair, with these large axes and great swords. Another one in the center, larger than the others, blue skin, with belts adorning over his chest, with a large great axe on his side and a great axe in front of him, a large, almost dwarven-like beard. He probably stands about 3 feet taller than the human individual that is cowering beneath him. As you hear, as you kind of continue on down,
"So what? Your kind is coming out here, scouting the area, trying to find our tribe. Is that it? You and all those new by? You're not a scout, you say? You sort of seem like one."
As he kind of gains his axe up, and the human individual who's cowering on the ground says, No, I'm not a scout. I promise. I was just running, and I just ran here. I didn't know all of you were out here. I'm so sorry. Please, I'll leave. I'll leave.
How do I know you're not lying? You're not gonna run back to them. Give them information. Spy. How do you prove that you're not one of them?
Look, and you see he kind of grabs for something, and as he grabs for something, the bluish, tall individual pulls his axe up and says,
"Careful."
Says, "No." Yeah, go ahead.
I think Enid, I would probably have used, as we're like going down, my psionic mental connection ability, used one of my psionic power charges to do that with Rian, and Enid's going to communicate that she wants to interfere and she's okay to go get the rest of the party, but we need to be fast.
Real quick, before he responds to that, does it seem like this guy is telling the truth? Like he's like actively very scared and he's not trying to conceal anything?
Make an insight check.
That's a good call.
22. Ignore Thomas.
Easy enough. This human individual, which again is wearing these tattered clothing, you can see that there's dust and smut all over, and his scraggly hair and beard. Next to him looks to be like a pickaxe or something that is on the ground. He is scared. He is 100% telling the truth right now. Okay. That he is not a spy. He is not working for anybody. He did not know these people were here, just from his mannerisms and seeing how he's acting. Yeah, he's telling the truth.
Okay, and given the fact that Enid grew up here, she was younger, but Rian was older. This blue-skinned individual, does he recall anything about those people or people like him?
Not
tribes are interesting.
Not this individual in particular, but growing up in the area, there are tribes of Goliath in the Fractured Peaks, and these look like Goliaths.
And he said something about Nubai?
Mm-hmm.
The people from Nubai. That's what he said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Rian would respond in his mind to Enid. Go get the others. I think he's telling the truth. These people are innocent.
Okay. She will activate her haste, boots of haste, so she can get back quicker and get everybody to. Yeah.
And Rian will keep an eye out. If it looks like an altercation is about to break out, he will try and intervene and make himself very well known and try and take the attention.
Okay. So as Enid hastes up to the hill, as the conversation continues, you can see that human individual reaches for something and pulls out a small little rock. And this rock is slightly glowing and pulsating. It's like blue energy, like a white piece of marble that glows inside. As he goes, see, I'm not here to spy on you. I stole this and I'm running from them. Please, just let me go, and I'll never come here again. And you see the blue skinned Goliath individual go.
The little bird stole their treasure. I see. Well, what if I want it for myself? I spent quite a bit of effort to get that, and you have a piece of it. Why don't you hand it over and I'll give you your life?
You see him contemplate for a second. At this point, Enid, you get up to the top.
Yeah. She'll usher for everyone to come down that we should intervene.
Okay. So I would like to ask those at the top of the hill, are you intervening as soon as you're going over the hill, or are you sneaking down?
Well, I mean, if Enid is sneaking, yours is gonna sneak.
I think we'd follow Enid's lead, yeah.
Yeah.
Should
Not
we
to put
keep
the pressure
sneaking?
on you.
I was like, I don't know. I mean, at this point, we're gonna interfere anyway. So
I
maybe
know.
we
I was
should
kind of
just
like,
roll
we
up
don't
and be
have
like,
to sneak.
Mhm.
Yeah.
"Stop,
I mean,
citizen. This is a
Yeah.
citizen's arrest."
Halt, criminal scum! You violated the
That's
law.
the vibe.
Sure.
All right.
We'll just walk over
Let's
the hill
roll
now.
in. Yeah.
Okay, are you
They're gonna think
gonna
we're from Nubai anyway.
communicate that you're just walking into Rian?
Telepathically.
Okay. So then
we pulling up.
So then, as they're coming over the hill, then Rian would make himself seen and would go. Oh, I want to process. He would go. Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I promise I mean no harm. That's not good music.
Holy.
You as you do that,
Voice dropped.
As you do that, you see all of the Goliaths turn and grab their axes and swords as the blue-skinned one just holds his hand up.
Now, lads, no need to be frightful. Where did you come from?
Walked out of a tree, if you'd believe it.
Not the weirdest thing I've heard.
That's what I think.
Is this one yours?
No, he's not, but I can tell you he's telling the truth. I have a pretty good read of character, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been sitting here watching for a minute and you hadn't noticed me yet. He's not lying. He's scared. And
Persuasion check.
yeah. Let's go. Okay, that's a natural 20 for 28 total. 38 total.
Yeah. You see the Goliath.
Looks like someone came to save your skin, little bird. Gods are watching over you. I can tell he's scared. He pissed his pants.
A fair
You're
reaction
not with
considering
them.
the circumstances. No, we're not. We just
He
arrived,
looks up
like I said.
to now the 5 other people walking, 6 other people. I forgot Dio is there.
They're with me.
Hello.
All right. So if he's not with you, he's not a scout. Then what all are you? Awfully lot of people creeping around the forest.
Well, to be fair, it was just me creeping. We're here. We're traveling. Got a little mixed up in the trees, so to speak. We're on our way out of here, but I couldn't sit by and watch something happen to this man. He can come with us. We'll get him out of here and get him out of your land.
Now, what's stopping all you telling them about us?
Who? About what?
Exactly. We are travelers here, and I can tell you right now I have no interest in sharing any details about what I've seen here today. I don't see why we all can't just go our separate ways without having to devolve into something else.
He
Do
looks
you know
down
who hurt all of these trees?
That would be the government.
Who would have thought?
We're not fans of them, if that's a consolation.
Oh, well, that's good. Well, little bird,
looks down at the human. Holds his hand out.
give me the rock. Go run over to your captors.
He hands him the rock and starts backing away slowly. Gets up and runs over to you guys. Thank you so much. You see that, looking at all you, he looks towards Gak.
Fancy cloak for a Goliath.
Oh, thank you.
What clan are you from?
Huh. I'm not sure.
You don't have one.
No, I don't. This is basically my clan.
Yeah.
What's your name, Runt?
I don't see a runt here.
I do.
Can I try to see what his intentions are?
Yeah, make an insight check.
Can I assist?
Make it with advantage.
Just whispering back and forth.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know about this motherfucker.
Okay, there it is. Oh, nice.
21.
21.
An insight into this individual, it seems, well, they seem like the word he's been using, a clan, a tribe. They seem very primitive in their thinking, and an insight check would let you know that this is normal talk for him, and he sees another Goliath, not part of his clan, and just wants more information. He's intrigued to see a Goliath wearing wizard robes walking around with this group.
Okay. My name is Gak.
As soon as you say that, he goes,
God. You've gotten skinnier since I've seen you.
I don't think we've met before, sir.
you see him look closer.
Wait a minute. You're not who I think you are. What's your father's name?
Gak.
Yeah, they had the child. Hello, nephew.
Hi. Quick question. What's a nephew?
Jack. He's your
father's brother.
I'm assuming your father's brother.
That's right.
Oh.
Thought I'd never get to meet you. Interesting world.
So, I guess, in a way, if there's a clan you want to associate him with, he's part of yours.
Oh, no, can't be part of our clan. His father was cast out, exiled.
Oh.
Huh.
Tough.
What?
Gak?
He didn't tell you.
Careful.
No.
Well,
I didn't know he was part of a clan.
how is dear old dad these days?
Oh, I think he's doing pretty good.
You see that he walks towards all of you, and each footstep leaves a footprint in the ground. And as he stands right next to you, Gak, looking directly at you, he is probably about a foot taller than you.
What brings you back here?
Oh, just on a quest for my friends.
And those who have been making insight, it's very easy to tell. This Goliath seems to be getting now irritated just seeing Gak.
Uh-oh.
Can I just... Hi. I asked about the trees. I just want to step in and say this may be not the way we all intended to be reunited. But I can say, and I don't mean to speak for Gak, but I think we're all kind of maybe misreading each other here. We are visiting. Gak wanted to come to see his family, and, well, we have business not too far from here. We're really just passing through. We were very shocked to see the state of the land, and we saw someone in what we thought was trouble. We don't mean to cause extra trouble. And, well, it seems as though Gak has a lot to catch up on when we reach his family. And if there are prior issues, well, that's nothing we've known about, nothing Gak has done. I'm picking up a lot of hostility and maybe anger. Is there something that we've done to offend you? Her hair blows back as he breathes down on her.
Your father should have told you about us. About the land. He was exiled. Him and your mother. Being his son, you too are exiled, and you step foot on our land. But I'm willing to show mercy this one time. You and your clan. Leave now, or I'll be sending pieces of you back to your dad. And don't come back.
You can see Gak kind of straightens up a little bit. He's not slouching or anything. He's standing straight up, and he just kind of looks at his uncle in the face.
What's your name?
Rogar.
And you can see this individual.
God damn.
Damn, dude's fucking yoked. Oh my god.
I wasn't joking when her hair blew backwards. Jesus.
Strong.
God damn. This is not going how I thought it was gonna go.
Enid's gonna obviously follow Gak's lead, but like she is like also ready to like step in, but I don't want to overstep Nick.
What was his name again?
Dumbass.
Rogar.
I'm kidding.
Gak just kind of stands there, and he just looks him in the eyes and says,
Nice to meet you. Have a good day.
and then Gak takes a step back and turns around.
He's a good person, Basil says, and then she's gonna turn around and follow him.
Okay. And the rest of you follow?
Yeah, follow Gak.
Quick question.
Yep.
Could Gideon tell what that glowing stone was that they were kind of going back and forth on about?
Yeah. Or history.
Oh. Well, they're both +9, so. Fuck. 15.
15. What was this, Arcana?
Yeah.
There are, with a 15, there are definitely different types of stones and crystals in the world that have magical capabilities and glow. It was hard to ascertain what this is exactly because you didn't see it very long. As you came over the hill, he gave it to Rogar, and that was kind of it. However, if you wanted to ask the individual who was trapped by the Goliaths, then you'd gain more information probably.
Perhaps later. It's not the priority right now.
Okay. Sorry.
I think Rian would probably be the last person to walk away. I think he would. Oh yeah, he'd probably be giving Rogar a little bit of stank eye before he walks away for talking to Gak like that.
Okay. As you walk away, the human individual says, "Thank you so much. Thank all of you so much. How can I repay you?"
How'd you get in that much trouble in the first place?
I just ran. I just ran from the site and ended up here.
From what site?
The mining site.
Is that in the mountains?
There's a bunch all over. But the one specifically is in Dubai.
Tell us everything you know about Nubai. Now.
Okay. It's a quarry for mining, trying to mine this resource known as luminite. Um, it started about 10 years ago. It's run by a noble family named the Graves. They have it pretty locked down. This luminite stuff is rare, and that's what I had until it's worth a lot of gold. Now the Goliath has it. Anybody who, well, Gideon, on your history check, now that you know that he was talking about this specific material, luminite is a stone, almost like marble, that is used for creating structures. Structures that can hold and harness magic. And it is long said to be gone since the calamity. You don't know much about it, but you know some structures in southern Siri are made of this material. Al-Shaham has been around since the Age of Arcanum, and that is why Siri has all of this arcane capability. Is this stone is very, very, very rare.
And I assume that both Rian and Enid never knew of it being a source in Nubai or anything like that, or being magically affected at all either. Okay.
And oh shoot. What was the name of the people again?
Graves. Spelled the way.
Yeah. How long have the Graves been around?
Like the family?
Yes.
I know their father is been in business for, I don't know, since he was around his 20s and grew up his business, and now his son has taken over at least this section. He's now the father. Sorry, Roderick is the Pasha of Udhos. His son, Alano, he's the overseer of everything going on here. And for those who don't know, Pasha is like a governor, like a mayor almost.
So they're the reason why all these trees were killed.
Right, yeah. They've grew their mining efforts. I know that the site in Nubai is for luminite, and all the rest is just trying to uncover relics and lost things of the capital city of Ventus Ferrum.
I need you to think very long and very hard about the question I'm about to ask you.
Okay.
Have you ever seen or ever heard a description of Roderick?
Roderick, no, he's an old guy. I think he has white hair or something. I've never seen him.
Think. Anything you've heard.
He has. You can see that he's starting to get scared. White hair.
It's okay. Take your time.
Enid's gonna put a hand on Rian's shoulder, not like gentle, like almost like a pulling back kind of thing, a little harsher than she normally is with people. So.
Yeah.
She's not gonna say anything, just
Yeah.
to snap him out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a make a persuasion check.
Okay.
Rayan, make an intimidation check. With advantage.
Oh.
Bop.
Can we have good cop, bad cop, please?
Maybe.
Oh, double
Apparently good
18s!
cop doesn't do anything.
Bad cop is
Your
good.
words fall on deaf
No.
ears. Deaf ears? Deaf ears.
Deaf ears.
I tell you what, it's about to
about
be
to be
dead
dead.
ears if he ain't gonna start talking.
And you can see he starts itching his head. He's like, white hair, I think brown eyes, he's old. I think he's probably in his 70s or so.
Where are you going, or where did you try to go?
I was going to travel through the fractured peaks, go back to my home in Evrand. Hopefully sell the Luminite for some gold. And
Any idea why the other Goliaths around here are so hostile? I assume they're very upset about their land, but you are a stranger to them. Are they always this aggressive to those they just meet?
I think they're aggressive to any outsiders at this point. I know that he looks around the trees. This used to be their land. I know that they had villages here and now they're gone, and now they're starting to fight back. They're starting to kill anyone who tries to tear down the trees or encroach on their land.
Well, we can't protect you much longer. We're going to Nubai, so I guess best of luck.
You too. Sorry I couldn't help more.
You should probably go home, wherever that is for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, thank you for saving my life.
Guess I'll just give him a smile.
And you can see this individual runs
Oh,
away.
before you go, do
Huh?
you know the direction of the Goliaths, if they have a tribe somewhere?
I don't, or else I wouldn't have ran into him.
Right. Thank you. You can go home now.
Stop.
He turns and
Before you go, Rian will give him 15 gold.
thank you kindly. He puts it in his pouch. Thank you. And he starts running away.
But no, I'm kidding.
Poor guy.
What's your backstory?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to join an adventuring guild on another continent?
Probably at this rate, so.
Do you continue on towards Nubai?
Do we?
Yeah.
That's what I assume.
Okay. You continue walking and walking. You can see the clearing all around you. For the first 30 or so minutes, you can actually see that individual continue to run until another hour passes. And you can start to hear something in the distance. The clanging of metal against stone. The smell of dust and minerals in the air. This earthy aroma. You can hear and see these boulders being scattered and echoes as through the clearing you don't see flat land. You see a hole. Nearby, the village that Rian and Enid grew up in, all gone. The land turned into a massive quarry. All you can see is this hole of jagged rock that dives down, connected by wooden bridges, and in the center stands a wooden structure. As you see the new by.
No vision.
Vision,
Do not have vision.
Shit. As you see
It's
the
dark.
new by.
Oh, wow.
Oh man.
Rough.
You can see here are many individuals mining. You can also see scattered around are these individuals in full silver and black armor, helmets that cover their entire face that come to a point. These jagged but beautiful arcane crossbows and swords. You see these guards standing around that look like this.
Very cool. Before we get too close, again, Dirsa is gonna kind of try to catch up to Rian. She knows he's probably moving a little bit faster. She's just gonna whisper in his ear, "Don't forget who you are here. Don't forget how hard you've..." To just give his shoulder a little squeeze.
They destroyed it. The farms, the soil. And I think that's about all he would say. And he would
She
just
doesn't know how to respond to that.
he would
But
just
she's gonna
walk
stick
away.
close because he don't. Well, she's got two shadows now, big dog.
I think Enid would actually pass Rian at this point, as he maybe slows as he's processing all that, and she just keeps like walking closer and closer, like her pace doesn't change. But you do see that she's like, I don't know how else to call it besides glitching. I know glitching doesn't exist, but like her like fading in and out kind of thing. But she's like not teleporting or anything. She's just like walking and just keeps walking straight.
As you continue walking and get close, one of those armored individuals walks over and says, "Halt! What is your business here?"
Just passing through.
Then get a move on.
Rian's gonna stop and stare at him for a while.
Thank you, we will. And she's gonna push Rian. Gently, of course.
You see that the armored individual just watches you, Rian, as you continue to walk around.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
What kind of people are working in the quarry?
As you look down, and I can kind of, well, you can see humans, elves, goblins, dwarves. There's all manner of individuals here, some of them look to have their own clothing, as though this is just a paid job for them. Some of them, however, do look to have shackles, as though they were prisoners made to come work. As you continue on, you feel this rumbling in the ground. As you hear the screams of people. As the rumbling stops, you hear as rock is jutted and shunted into the air. You hear this horrible shrieking noise amongst the screams. Do you all continue walking? Or look back?
No, we'd stop. Or at least Ian wouldn't just be like, oh, an explosion? Like, stop to gawk. Like, what the
Same.
fuck?
Can we see what the source is?
Yeah.
Very easily. It's like proper music. You look back and see this horrible, gargantuan, rigid creature exploding out of the earth below. As you hear the guards yelling, the miners yelling, you see, as I take you to this map.
What?
Ooh.
Killed.
Where's the creature? Oh my god!
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, a
Baby worms.
Worms.
Alaskan bullworm.
Those
It's
worms appear
big,
to be purple.
hairy, and pink.
As a
worm.
purple worm explodes from the ground, and some of its children.
Not you.
It is up to the party to figure out what to
Not
do.
youths.
As the guards ready their crossbows, the miners start to run. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh. Yeah, ba-bow, ba-bow, ba-bow.
Where
Thank you
are
for
we?
joining us.
Oh, I'm
Welcome
sorry.
back to Evrand.
Yeah.
Some spice.
Yeah, spoosa, spice. Thanks for watching. Be sure to tune in on Saturday for the Isles of Avery, on Tuesday for the Salamander Coast, or next Wednesday for the Tales of Evrand. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.